into 13 and 3/2. So watch out here for RAGNT. And just before I send you off to the boys, SpaceX into the day high, 188.75, 190 incoming on SPCX. Great trade, Katina, man. Take over and let them know how you were looking at this. Peace, everybody.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? I just put out, did we switch over? Did we switch over? Who knows? There it is. Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, we got Joe ready to go. If you could turn Joe off in my ear, that'd be great, Andre. Yeah, Neil had to step out, so Joe will be filling in for the rest of the day, so we really want to thank him for doing that, and yeah, we're ready to rock, and we've got our Palantir hat on, and yeah, you're right, Sharif. I mean, it doesn't, still got to flip the bottom as well, so we'll get that going, but yeah, I'm long right now, 181, so just a couple of refreshes there. That was a break of 180, that's a break, and then we played the push back down into 181 and reloaded it, and there it goes to the upside SpaceX, and you know, we were long to start the day, and I was telling Joe, we got stopped out right there at 160, 170 break that first time, but yeah, there we go, man, 188 and change, and you know, we've been pretty lucky. We bought some, and we talked about this too on Friday, bought some 170s in our account on Friday, thinking that this was going to be a play today, honestly. Like day two, it went over really well, and I just sort of put a video out as well there on YouTube, soon to come out on Instagram too, about just trying to trade the trend. So go over there and find out about it. I don't think trading, sometimes we try to make it a little more complicated. I saw your RGNT trade, you know, I mean, that was obviously a great one as well as we continue to you know, make moves higher. I got to get into the right chat here because again, I must have clicked on the wrong video that was going, but there it is, 188 and change right now. Over 3,500 of you watching. Make sure you do hit the like and subscribe, and let us know if you are trading with SpaceX here today, and if you're too afraid to get into it. And I don't mean afraid as in like, ooh, you're afraid to trade it, but just questioning some of the valuations. I mean, I am too, but honestly, momentum is not lying to us. And I mean, the trade has been high, and it's just, it wants to keep on going. What a great SpaceX debut it was. We actually had the short into the end of the day on Friday, and then just long right now. I mean, look at this 5 minutes right here. It's just basically straight up for an hour or so on SPCX. And you know, you can tell when I sat back down in, we were waiting for it to break through 180. As soon as that happened, Joe, that was the trigger spot for me there as well. Breaking higher and higher, and now into 188 and change. I don't know. I'm probably just going to hold this last little piece until we go. I mean, if we break through 190, maybe that's another push zone for me as well. And then obviously Nvidia, we let that go a little too early, I think, right there. Oh, now you're finally getting a change of pace right here, Joe. Yeah. This might be a short coming in. Oh, wow. The market's actually, you know what? I've just been sort of, you know, just obsessed with SpaceX. Didn't even realize that the market was doing what it was doing, and now finally starting to turn around. Maybe Nvidia is finally a short right around here. We still have the news ready to go, right? I mean, Adara's in there behind us. We've got Sia ready to go as well, and so we're just, you know, really enjoying what we've been able to provide for you guys over the last couple of days. We want to thank everybody for hitting the algorithm for us and creating such a great day for SpaceX on Friday. We're looking to do it again and again and again with those next coming IPOs as well. That normally means there's a news story coming, but I don't know, maybe there wasn't right there. So. There was, okay. Yeah, I can. Yeah, we can go to you at any time, guys. My earpiece should be in, so let me know. We'll go to, if you guys are ready, we'll go to Adara right now. Sure.
Sorry about the guys trying to put it on the screen, so I'll just put it right in front of you all. Keep an eye here on the market and on oil. Be aware, seeing some reports. Actually, this is coming a statement. Hezbollah saying they fired rockets and drones at Israeli forces who were seeking to advance in southern Lebanon. So again, Hezbollah claiming there were some forces I guess, in Israel that were seeking to advance into southern Lebanon. As such, these forces were, again, according to Hezbollah, then struck. So more tensions here, specifically with Israel and Lebanon. This has been a bit of a touchy issue with the conflict, and unfortunately, this looks to continue. Back to you.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. I mean, obviously, about everything that's been going on over there. And we've been looking at USO, and maybe that's starting to go for a little bit of a move higher now. Yeah, not really. I mean, we're going to get this closing price at 230. Pretty choppy today for oil. I mean, if you're going to look at USO, right now 120 and change. The current front month contract I was looking at for for crude was August. Let me see how many. So 43,000 for July. Let me see what the August contract is at. Probably much more than that. Yeah, 61,000. And then we're not on September yet, are we? No, so we're just still on August. So I don't know why. I'm not sure what's going on with my quote, honestly. for actual oil itself. But there it is right now, down 5%, you know, into 80 bucks. So we'll see what winds up happening there, as we've had now 3 straight down days, and hopefully we get some kind of resolution in the game right now. Okay, quickly before we stop out here, I am trying to buy more at 184. I mean, we've been doing well, trying to chase the trend, and you know, that was a trend break. That was just a break of 180. That fell back into the 25 period moving average. We're giving this one, we should be getting long soon. 184.25. Maybe we should try, all right, I'll get a little bit here at 84, just because that's kind of where the 50 period moving average is. But you know, initially I was waiting for 25, so let's see that. And if we can break below, I put the stop order in at 183. So if we break below right into here, this level, we want to get out. We don't, you know, just because it's making the move down doesn't mean we reload it every single time. This is actually one of the more aggressive moves down right now in SpaceX. So if we're able to, let's get a little longer here at 184 quarters, and then just give it like $1.50. And if it blows through 183, we'll get out of that ASAP. If it blows through 183, a little bit of a rhyme there. Oh. You know, so there it is. Now we're long. We're only taking 1/4 of a unit, so just with the aggressiveness of this stock.
More on that bad boy?
We added a little bit more, yeah. We averaged, dollar cost averaged it down.
I wanna hop in on
We do have to go to, let's go to a Derek quickly,
we're gonna go over to a
and then we'll come back.
Yeah, I wanna hop in with you as well.
Yeah, of course, all right, let's go back.
I will be brief here, guys. I just want to mention Wayfair on Watch W here in focus. OpenAI announces that Wayfair and OpenAI are partnering up to power their catalog enrichment program across 40 million products. So Wayfair, OpenAI collab, W, not moving up too much on this, but just be aware, guys. Back to you.
All right, what do you want to talk about?
And we could talk about anything, Katina, man.
Oh, you mentioned
Yeah. No, honestly, I want to. We want to be patient before we get in. I mean, we've seen this happen before, but what we have to take into consideration is the fact, is this selling pressure and the volume / momentum going to slowly start to uptick? I think that's the narrative right here. So we want to wait for things to slowly start to cool down as we have the market starting to form double tops almost, and same thing with NVDA. Now, Sean was looking at the potential short right here, 211. It's now bouncing back. What I'm going to be looking at is how do we react around these prior supports, and are they going to act as resistance zones? Now, Google climbed into a new high today as well, so it was sick dip buy for us on that one. 250 or 350 dip buy here on goggles for your boy, Katina, man, as we're starting to come back in. But yeah, see, this is really, really aggressive. I'm going to wait for some indecision. Sorry, guys, I don't have that little circle thing that highlights the price action. What I'm going to wait for is some indecision prints, but you have to be prepared. There it is, right? So bang, I got to get ready to rock and roll on this one. Yeah, re-engage, I think, to be honest with you, Katina, man. I don't think there's an issue with that whatsoever. I do believe that it can find somewhat of a bounce back. Now we need to wait for an additional move back in. We want to buy it on a downtick. To see if there's going to be any form of continuation to the northeast here. Yeah, see, that's aggressive. Oh, no.
I might switch to short.
You're going to switch to short? You ordered them?
Yeah, I'm ordered short.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
how long do you think those are going to have to be ordered until you can actually just...
Do you want me to get them for you? Is that what you're asking?
No, I don't want them at all.
It will take 5 seconds.
Sure, if you want to give them to me. I mean, they're only a penny anyways.
They were 3 pennies.
Were they? Where are they at now?
I'm going to double check for you.
Okay.
So
it truly doesn't matter. Like,
no,
we have the
whatever it costs.
RGNT.
I'm giving them to you anyway.
Yeah, all right, bang. So there we go. We got that rocking and rolling for us. Katina Man and I both looking at the potential short here now on SPCX. Let's see if we get...
Oh,
there
2
it is.
cents, my guy.
2 cents? Oh, wow. I don't know if I can afford that.
But that's 100 shares. Give me 20 cents, my guy.
Considering the hit that we took on the UFC fights last night, but it is what it is, man. Hey, Sharif, brother, you swing big. Go big or go home, my boy, and that's what we were looking at. Katina, man, I sent the boys the actual bets himself. Let's see if we can get filled at 183 here.
Yeah, I'm waiting for 184.50. So we just got dropped out of that trade right there. I mean, we tried it right there. It was the first time, basically, that we aggressively broke this 50-period moving average since we did right there, and that created like a little of a cascade into the 200-period moving average. So I just didn't want that to happen again. So very, very small dollar hit right there. We were long at, well, maybe a bit more. That was 185, 184.25, out 180. 3 break, 182.80. So yeah, about $1.20 or so as a hit. But I'm gonna try to reload and see if we can get the short going through. And then honestly, man, if we break 186, then we can get out. Like I don't want to get too carried away with this trade, to be honest with you. Like, I don't think it's the be-all, end-all to get into the short. But the way there it is. Did we just get that? Oh, no, we're at 184.50. We just missed it right there. All right, let's take a little bit here if we can. Oh, that's too bad. Maybe we'll get it anyways. But I don't know if you guys saw the trade there on Friday. Not to, keep on rehashing everything right now, but on Friday we did have a nice little pullback in on the SpaceX into the close. It dropped from 170 down to 160. Now, I don't know if that necessarily is going to happen here today again, but maybe some of the buyers came. Now they're up a lot in the money here, and maybe it's time to sell off just a bit. We'll try a short there. I'm going to stop out on like a 186 break, basically 186.50, and if we will give some back, right? I mean, if that breaks higher, then we will be stopped out again and give some back on our longs. We are going to trade with a little less aggression on the short side than we were on the long side. I think it's a risk to go short here on SpaceX, but I mean, life is about risk, especially, maybe not life, but trading. Don't take too much risks in your life.
No, that's not true. I completely disagree on that. Yeah, take as many risks as possible, man, in life.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not as many financial risks. I mean, I think if you're talking about risks as far as...
It depends. If it's a calculated risk, I think there's...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Let's not throw some shade on that. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say the chat's kind of freaking out.
I mean, you took a risk betting me with the hurricane, the Carolina.
And you took a risk with the initial,
that's right,
bet. And we also put a little risk on yesterday.
You know what a club that we like?
You're already in that bad boy?
Yeah, man, there it is right there. We just covered some.
Oh, you went, okay, no, the position board. That's what I wanted to bring up.
The position board's off.
Yes, we're working on it. Sean's going to do something.
They're working on it. Okay,
they're working on it, so yeah. Hey, listen, I think a lot of us stand with the quote, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take in life.
Yep.
So yeah, I think you need to take them. And with that being said, that's putting on risk. You know what I mean?
No. You
don't want to be doing something dumb. And
I always think about it like I think about my family. It's like I don't want to risk that much. But then you're right. I mean, if you just sit there,
dude. If anybody knows this,
dude, I mean,
it's you. The fact, the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. You know what I mean?
Bro, were you here Friday?
That's what I'm getting at. If anybody knows this, it should be the man to the left.
I'm saying put on some risk. What I'm saying about SpaceX is that I think riskier short than it is long right now. I mean, the way this name has been going, I just feel like if we're to go short, you gotta have your stop and you gotta make sure, because this could easily get blown up to the upside there. And we just missed an opportunity that just went to 182.20 again. 183.20s, but a couple ins and outs here on SpaceX as we decide to hold the short and see what winds up happening. My next bid right now is at 183 clean. So let's see if we move down $1 from here and then get another fill. But yeah, you're right. Let's take a little bit more risk.
Let's take some more risk.
We'll see. I took some risk with you in that UFC fight there, and I went to bed. I was like, oh man, Gaethje or whatever is gonna lose.
Yeah, I thought he was too. He almost got him out of there.
Did you see when he did the backflip off the top? He almost broke his neck on the second one.
To get on the second one going. Did you watch the O'Malley fight? That's what I
that was a good one.
Right?
That's quick little jabs.
Yeah, it's
that was a nice one.
Boom, drops him.
I didn't know he was facing a Canadian guy. I felt bad cheering against him.
The first thing I'm like, all right, Selena, we need this to happen and this to happen, and we're $800 richer. Right? And she's like, oh, you bet against the Canadian? I'm like, way to jinx the bet right off the bat.
But that was a good one. That one worked.
Yeah, that one worked, man. We were ready for that. And then we had Ilya Topuria to knock out Justin Gaethje.
Instead, that guy got TKO'd, man. What the hell?
It was a great
only upset of the night. Only upset of the night.
It was the only upset of the night. 7 fights, 7 knockouts. Crazy stuff, man. That's why I love this sport.
Marvel is flying. But we'll talk about that when we get back from Adara.
We're going to go to Adara. I'm posted up at 183 here to see if we can grab some SpaceX.
Just be aware, guys, that press conference is occurring here with Benjamin Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel, kicked off at 2 p.m. Eastern. He is saying that Israel will, quote, continue thwarting regional threats and remain in security zones for as long as necessary. So it sounds like Israel maybe not in full ceasefire mode as of yet. Back to you.
I'm not the handsome man that is known as Sharif on the bottom there. So don't worry about it. The team is working on getting that all corrected. I am right now short at 184.33s. So there's the cover a little bit at 183. It just broke through, bounced off of 183 a little bit there. So, we're covered in. Joe just stepped away. I don't know. I can't see his positions if he's long or short right now, but he was mentioning trying to take that 183. So if he does have it, he's in the money now $1 as it's bouncing nicely off of those levels. So just a quick short there at the 50-period moving average. We're going to try to hold it as much as we can against this 25 period. But as you can see, we're starting to slope down a little bit now. So let's see if we have a little bit more of an aggression there. Look, one of my picks of the year is Marvell, right? I mean, I don't know what the heck is going on right now, but as buyers come back into the space, it's Marvell's world and we're all living in it, and there it goes back up to the upside, right? We talked about coherent with photonics, and now you're seeing Marvell really starting to kick higher there, right? Definitely an Nvidia stamp long on Marvell, talking about how they need the Marvell pieces in order to make these GPUs, and it's going higher here, and I don't know, no stopping these kind of plays. CoreWeave, CRWV was another one. These ones getting listed. Remember, Marvell's going into the S&P 500. CoreWeave, Nebius, Rocket Lab, ASTS, I believe, all into the NASDAQ later on. So few opportunities to get in and out of those plays as well. All right, SpaceX just turned around like big time. Went right up into 184 there. We're short right now, 184.50s. So decent, I mean, whatever, we have a third of a unit, but yeah, decent move higher is what I was getting at right now with SpaceX, as it just turned on the jets right there off of 183. So, you know, we're just gonna go short here, trying to absorb sort of the 50 period once we broke it. We hadn't seen an aggressive break until earlier once we, I mean, it was way earlier right here. We finally broke the 50 period and went down about, that's 172 down. Joe, if you took 183 long, man, you're $2 in the money. So that is a down. Actually, yeah. It's just a huge rip up right there.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I said I couldn't see your blotter there.
How come how come it's not on the position board here yet?
Because man,
we're still working on that?
We're still working on the position board.
Hit
I know.
ITM on there for me, the $2 club, my boy.
Yeah, we're gonna more than that now, man. 185.20 right now, Joe. So it's a good trade there as we continue to watch out. And we are gonna fix up that position board, everybody. So hopefully that'll be done relatively soon. Yeah, did you? Yeah, you grabbed it, right? Okay.
Yeah, there we take a little.
Don't just watch out, because this could go. Like if we take out that 25 period moving average right there, this thing could fly a little higher right now. I'm still waiting for 186.50. That's where eventually we'll stop out of it all. But for right now, I'm short at 184.40s. So we're flat. Well, we're out 40 cents. This man's up 200 pennies. We like that one for sure as we continue to celebrate day 2 of SpaceX and its IPO. Micron's been going ham as well today, up 9%. And wow, actually, let me see what is the all-time high on this, because this could be a good fade play, to be honest with you.
189.
Yeah, exactly. That's okay. 189 quarters right there coming into play for Micron. We'll see if that one has anything about it, you know, later on. Hopefully we'll see Micron up to 189, and that's just a huge move there as well. Marvell's all-time high, we're nowhere near it. I don't think it was 330 and change. Yeah, 324.20. So I don't want to say we're not near it. We're getting closer and closer to Marvell. That's a little ways away. 324 coming into play there. I almost today, so I didn't buy anything today in the market, you know, so got to slow down a little bit here. I was thinking about Microsoft. I mean,
you like it down here?
I think so. I mean, breaking through that 4 bills earlier on, you know, last week, made a move down into 380. I mean, if this is the worst it's going to get, this is when the IGV was absolutely collapsing. Everybody hated software, and Microsoft, I feel like, is getting wrapped up in all of this. So I don't know, man. I mean, Windows is still the monster that we think it is. OpenAI, I believe, still continues to work, right? So if OpenAI is going to IPO, Microsoft has, what, 37% or 27% of OpenAI? So when that IPOs and we get similar action to that of SpaceX, if we do, what does that mean for Microsoft? I think it means good things, upside there for Microsoft. And I don't know if Microsoft's going to sell their position or what they're exactly doing. But right now, Microsoft, I like the stock.
I like what people are saying in the chat. So Tim Ones maybe, Timones maybe, whatever your name is. Sorry if I butchered it. Everybody says this, and a lot of individuals are saying this, is that no one really uses Copilot. You're correct, but they still have a substantial amount of monthly active users and people within the Microsoft ecosystem. Now, when you are on the lower end of the range when it comes to these LLM and AI tools, well, there's only really one direction, in my opinion, that is, that you can go from here, and that's up. As more people continuously adapt these features in these tools, then sure enough, you're going to start to see that funnel and even trickle into some of the names that aren't as popular. What am I referring to? What's Meta up here on the day? 5.1%, a little bit more than that. You have Microsoft up as well, 2.25% today. So at some point, these names that have been lagging, I do believe that have the ability to catch up. Now, what am I referring to? Well, we've seen this multiple times before. We had market rotation. So it's like, okay, you had Google, you had Apple, and you had Amazon continuing to climb higher and rip, and NVDA and some of the other names aren't really doing anything. They cool down, NVDA decides to rip. No, Electric, I didn't block you, my friend. They decide to rip. So I think at some point we will see a rotation, into Meta and into Microsoft. Now, we know that Meta might be in a little bit more trouble than what Microsoft is from a monetization standpoint compared to what they're spending from CapEx, but I do like both of these companies. Digital ad revenue within Meta is absolutely insane. 99% of the revenue coming from there and continuously growing, even though they're at capacity right now, Sean.
Yeah, I don't think the story of Meta's changing anytime soon. I mean, I think that there's going to be some little hiccups with Meta, but I mean, I like the story long for quite a while here on META. I think it'll work itself out as the whole world starts to change into, obviously, we know this gig economy that's here right now. Uber's actually had a nice move up on that gig economy stuff. So we'll talk about some of that. We've got Adara at the big screen with some sort of a graphic. Let's go find out which one it is.
I'm back, guys, and that means we get another update of To the Window, To the Wall, where we look at an infographic that I feel is relevant for the day on this here wall. So today's visual is a look at performance of some of these recent IPOs on their second day of trading. Now, you guys might recall, before I left, it was last Tuesday, so a couple days ahead of the IPO. I had a look at the first 6 names that you see here, so ARM all the way to bullish in terms of how they performed on their first day, how they were priced, and how they opened versus that IPO price, and then also their lifetime performance. But this is a little bit more specific. This is purely after the fun of the IPO day, how do they fare on their second session? So first 3 of these actually red. This will be ARM, Reddit, and CoreWeave. So that takes you from late 2023 all the way to early 25. And you get to mid 2025. This is summer of 25 specifically. And you get not 1, but 3 names that did incredibly well in their second session. Circle here was up nearly 30% on their second day of trading ever. But these recent 2 IPOs, you start to see a shift back to negative performance on day 2. Cerebras and Quantinuum. Both of these were red on day 2. Cerebras by about 10%, Quantinuum by about 5-6%. So long story short, there's no perfect science in terms of if these will be red or green on day 2. These don't necessarily correlate to their day 1 performance either, because I was trying to look at that. But either way, an interesting look as to how some of these higher profile names fared on their second day of trading. Now, we expect SpaceX to be added to this visual tomorrow. So if you're watching XTTV Research, you will see an updated version of this infographic with SPCX on the end next to Quantinuum. This was yet another edition here of To the Window, To the Wall. We'll see you at this wall tomorrow and back at this desk imminently. Back to you.
Edition board is fixed. Thank you so much to...
Are you short SpaceX? Oh.
That's what I've been saying, my guy.
Oh, man. It's not fixed.
I'm not muted,
I'm
no.
in SpaceX.
Are you muted?
Wrong. No.
No, okay. No one's muted, Andre. So, but yeah, for
I wouldn't know. Like, is my I'm locked in, man.
Okay.
It says I'm not muted.
I'll take you to Ramin. All right, so there it is. Yeah, thanks, Ramin. I mean, it's great to have the position board back up. Yeah, so I'm short. So we've just been trying to go short against this. We have a couple covers so far, so it hasn't gone against us yet. I mean, right now we're short right at this price, 185. You can see it in there. You know, trying to get some covers. If we can get something out at 185.50, I mean, sorry, 184.50. We've really been bouncing off of that level there. I was telling Joe we were moments away, I thought, from losing that bid there, and it just came right back in again. So, like right there, like why is it not cracking lower? Like it's going to get built right back up now? Yeah, there it is, right back up to 185 again. So definitely questioning life right now. I am holding this short, and I mentioned that I thought it was a little riskier shorting than longing right now, but I was thinking like, you know, this push down on SpaceX was going to get us into that area. It just hasn't really happened yet. 186.50, I'm out as we have half a unit. It's not, I don't want to be uncomfortable in this position, and I don't want to risk the day, obviously, on that, because we've really hit the long so far on SpaceX today. This is our first time going short, so let's not go long basically for 5 hours and lose it all on one short. So that's not what we do around here. We're going to wait to see what winds up happening on that one. What's been a good name across the board today, if we look over, let's have a quick little look at some of the recaps. I mean, the financials, and I know Joe and I have been, you know, as part of Katina Wilson Capital there. Normally they go the phonetic, so the C would be first, but you know, for the brains, it would be the Wilson first. All right, we have Morgan Stanley up 2.5 there. Again, congratulations to Morgan shareholders, as that's 220 now, approaching all-time highs. It might even be at all-time highs right now. Let me see if I drop this down. Where does it say all-time highs? It doesn't say it right here. That's okay. Next earnings report in 30 days. So we're getting close again to bank earnings, right? Less than a month away. Ooh. Bank earnings right now coming back into play. And it's not even Morgan first. It's always JP Morgan first. So there it is, 29 days away from this name to get going. It's actually red on the day here. JP, so we don't like that. We'll have to find out why that is. Goldman Sachs 164 right now. IBKR, we like IBKR, and we like Robinhood up 7.7% today as that continues to make new highs. Robinhood on the day. It's pulling back now, but nicely cooking there. Try to get through that $100 mark. We'll see if it can hold itself. I did buy, oh, that's what I did. My bad.
What'd you buy?
Eli Lilly.
Okay.
I bought some more Eli Lilly there today. So that's my bad as I see that. We did buy some more Lilly. I like the name. Again, nothing to do. Obviously, the dividend is small, if anything. I just like it, you know, with the pipeline there, the drugs that are there, and I'm also into J&J as well. That's at low 220s. We've been buying that last week. So, you know, a little bit of give back today in the pharmaceuticals and in the biotech and in the healthcare names. You know, we saw oil give some up. These are just more like the staples. And where's the staples? Consumer, what's this? No, that's communications. Okay, let's just go down here to non-durables. So some of these names are the dividend players, the sort of the flight to safety, right? The Cokes of the world. It's nice to see Procter still up, but as we see tech starting to be the big shiny thing right now, a lot of money may be sold off from people hiding last week. Now they finally get that yeehaw, the go-ahead on the Iran deal, hopefully, and so more traders coming back into the aggressive names that made the money on the way up. Let's see if we can make the money on the second leg back up. And I mean, Micron all-time highs today. Look at the energy space.
City all-time highs today.
Yeah, I love Citigroup. Citigroup's been getting a lot of talk over the last little while. So
JPM, surprisingly, one of the other, it's actually the worst performing bank here today.
What have we done?
Yeah, I know, man. What mistake have we made here as we have Morgan Stanley up 2%, like 2.4% almost on the day, running into all-time highs. Goldman Sachs, that's the new name for it.
Yeah,
Goldman Sachs,
you have
man.
to.
Goldman Sachs almost at an all-time high today, man. Robinhood performing well, so maybe we'll hit the yeehaw on that one, Katina, man, for Robinhood
like that.
finally breaking through that resistance zone and tapping into $100 here today, but still down substantially off the highs, 50%. 34% to be exact. So a little bit tougher of a look, guys. We're long SPCX. I should just call it SpaceX. It's so much easier and rolls off the tongue. But we had this long earlier in the day where we grabbed some at 171. We added a little bit more. Again, this is such small share size, but we take it all the way up here. So this long here, Katina, man, I seen you were, as soon as I walked into the building, I seen you were long SpaceX, and I'm like, all right, my boy's onto something, as he typically is. We get stopped out of that first trade, but then we get right back in, and then we add all the way up. And then we don't engage here until later on in the day. 183.04. I don't know why I got 183.04 as a fill when I posted up at 183 flats, but we're not going to complain considering those $2.50 ITM at this point here, my guy. Let's see if we can break through this previous pivot of $186. And people saying, hey, Joe, do you think that it can go to $200 by the end of the week? I wouldn't be surprised.
What?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Joe, it's going there tomorrow.
Yeah, okay, so perfect. We're on the same page. You think it's going to go to, so I mean, Sean, that's another 10%, right?
No, less.
Less, but pretty close.
Yeah, I think
right?
so. I think so easily.
190?
Well, by the time we close today at 196.
It's another like 6%, almost 6%.
Yeah, but there's nothing stopping this thing.
There's nothing stopping
It's amazing that you got, I mean, look, it was a great trade. I mean, unfortunately for me, you know, I got stopped out there once it broke. I thought, you know, this break of 183 was going to send it to the downside, so we started shorting there, a little bit of a cover. Now it looks like we're going to get stopped out right now on this name. But yeah, I honestly think we could, just the way this momentum is playing out right now, you know, we could be in for something special here on SpaceX very, very soon. I mean, this thing may just continue. Look, I mean, that's 189 right there. We're about to get stopped. Maybe I'll and I'm going to stop out at 186.50. I almost want to change it, but why would I just give up even just a little bit more on this trade? I mean, it looks like it wants to get going upside. So could see if it slows down there. I mean, that's okay. I'm going to cancel. That is 187 there. I'm going to give this a little bit more room. Give it to that 187. See if it does want to break upside into 187. And hey, man, if it does, we can regroup and maybe think about going into the long at some point if we do take out 189. But we're short right now 185. I mean, a $2 hit on this is very, very comfortable, and hopefully we don't make it, but if we do, we do right there, and we'll wait to see if that's the last straw here to drop on SpaceX upside, and if it breaks through 187, I mean, that's the top right there, 180. This is, you know, this is another reason to go, and again, like normally for me, this could be like an A+ setup. You know, you hit the top. We were long, but this is what I'm talking about. This is 181 to like 188. So, you know, we have the long, but then there's the breakthrough on all this, and then the move higher, and then this is why we waited all the way to the 50-period moving average to finally get short, you know, to get long, which was fine, but it dropped out, so we lost about $1 and change there. Then we made a little bit of money back on the short, which was fine, and right now we're starting to, you know, feel some kind of ways because we had sat here and saw it hold 185 the whole time. So we're short right now, stuck $1. Let's see what we can wind up doing here with SPCX. We'll go back to Adair, and then maybe we'll start talking about a few different things as we go. Nothing's halting right now, so there's not really too many runners there. We can review your RGNT trade.
Yeah.
But let's go back over to Adair and see what she's up to.
Let's take a look at the three major averages. The SPY currently up almost 2% on the day. The triple Q is up by 3%, and the Dow is up 1.17% at the moment. We're going to take a look at some stories for right now. Dick's Sporting Goods expanding Lids shops to over 100 locations. The Lids stores are currently available at 46 locations, but are expected to reach 100 locations by the end of this year's summer. So the collaboration is currently available in 46 stores across states like California, Colorado, New York, and Texas, expected to reach 100 stores by late summer 2026. Next one we're talking about is race Ferrari. Morgan Stanley has upgraded it to overweight from equal weight with a price target of $438. Analysts have said that Ferrari's stock decline over the past year was due to value compression and not earnings or any kind of brand deterioration. Our final stock for today is TripAdvisor. Shares are nearly up almost 7% after TripAdvisor has announced the sale of its European online restaurant reservation platform to Amex, American Express, who is benefiting from this, currently up by 4% on the day. Sending it back to you.
Thanks. Yeah, I was telling Joe, I did get stopped out on SpaceX on day one. We were still there. We're actually, we did really well.
I couldn't. Yeah, you did amazing.
Yeah,
but
it was
to
right
be honest
there.
with you, I couldn't put that out because if I got
right
triggered
here.
as well too, my day is done. So I had to give.
Yeah, so it was just funny because it was as soon as it broke 150, which this wick down here is not, that didn't happen. That was just a 135. I don't know what that was. But as soon as the market opened up there at 150, it started to rip, right? The thing is that in the first minute, it did break. This is a real fill. I checked E-signal, this actually broke. So it actually breaks 150 and then just gets bought right back up immediately. So my flatten actually happened at 150, 130 or something like that. So we're able to get out for a profit on that trade. However, we punched only back in 20% and then rode it all the way to the upside. I really feel like that day we should have, and you know what kind of shares we had, we should have made.
Oh, you don't even get me started, dude.
No, but I mean, the thing is that it was clean. It's not just that. Forget about how much you could have made or lost. It's just that very next candle, like you could have fallen asleep there and made $8.
Yeah,
you know, like you didn't even need to do. By the way, we just gave up some SpaceX money right there because there's the break. We gotta hit this fail. You got the long, so that's amazing. Yeah. But
hey, listen,
what are we showing?
What I will do though, Katina man, is give a little.
We have someone's screen up that's not mine. Okay, good.
That was definitely behind us. We can pull up my screen here as we're holding on to this last little bit here on SpaceX. We're long 183 now, printing 187 1/3. But hey, man. Listen, I went home and I went home a little early. I was frustrated with myself because I had more intentions on the trade. But then I just told myself, as you would say, Sean, you made 5.5 times your shutdown. So all we can do is just come back and be a little bit better for the next IPO. So I mean, I can't complain, even though we wanted to I wanted to literally 20x that on the trade, which I could have. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. You just be prepared and get ready for the next battle. But 5.5 times your shutdown, I'm not going to complain about whatsoever. $87.12 here, 16 1/3% to the top side. I think at this pace, I wouldn't be surprised if we hit $190 here today. Hey, man, and then in the post market, man, oh man, watch out for this name to continue to grind. I know Obi's going to be looking at this blue ocean. I will not be. It's just me and the boy for the next little bit, so we got to take him outside, get some energy, get him rolling around, and then get some options activity prepared for you guys bright and early tomorrow morning.
Yeah. So, it's just you and Milo?
Yeah, it's just Milo and I, man.
Oh, that's nice, man.
Yeah.
Just chill out with that.
For
all week, or?
For all week, man.
Okay,
all week,
okay,
yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
So it's.
I mean, this guy's funny because he talks to Milo on the camera.
On the cam.
I often look over. He's like, "Hi, Milo. Get off the table, Milo."
Yeah. What are you doing,
Milo?
man?
That's my steak sandwich I accidentally left on the counter. Stop eating it.
This guy is.
You know, I had a pug. So my pug Guido for a while ago.
Guido?
Yeah, he's passed away now.
Yeah,
but one time we did leave. I think it was like a meatball sub or something.
Gone.
It was
gone.
He crushed that thing. Man. I was like, Guido, man, what happened to the meatball
Sarah
sub?
the mama.
That's the problem. When you have an Italian pug, I mean, this
tomorrow.
guy's going to be crushing meatball subs.
Yeah, exactly. SpaceX options tomorrow. Yes, guys, we're going to be able to, maybe we'll come up with a midday update on those and see how they're looking. I know Adara and Sia have their segments. We talk about options in the morning, but maybe in the middle of the day, once we do see them start to open, I think maybe we'll get something up. No, I'll say it. I'll promise you guys this now. When they do come up, we'll get something during the day. Maybe after Sharif and I are done the midday, and it's Neil and Sean here, 2:30 hour or the 3 o'clock hour. We'll get something up on the big board for you guys in regards to SpaceX options.
We have a test drive for the Juniper ready to go.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Nice,
on Wednesday.
Man. So how are you leaning on this? You pretty sure you're gonna get
No. It's just testing something else out. We're still waiting for the R2.
You're still waiting
when the
for
Rivian
that?
comes
So you're
through.
prepared, right?
Prepared for what?
To like.
I'm always ready. I'm always ready. The
You're
checkbook's
ready.
always ready. But
It's ready, eh?
It's just a matter of waiting for the right. These are the cheapest the Model Ys have ever been.
Yeah.
You know, so this one's coming from Germany. It's not Chinese model yet. And yeah, I don't mind it. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, maybe.
We really like driving. I mean, these Teslas, like, I don't know. I really.
Dude, can I be honest with you about something?
You should be, yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand why you haven't tried the FSD yet.
I know. Oh, by the way, hold on a second.
Who is it?
What?
There it is. It's in the money.
No, I redid the short there.
There you
so
go.
We'll have to skip this for a second.
I know. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
No,
there.
because I was just like, we got to try 187 again.
Yeah,
I mean,
of
because I was just thinking like that blowout top. I don't want to wait for that whole trade. So now that it finally falls down and we're in the money $1, let's take a little, or almost $1. Let's just take a little bit out right now. I'm out of already a third of what we had. As now, here we go. Come on, SpaceX. You can do it right now. Nice move down into 127 right now. We're making back everything that we lost, by the way. So hopefully this will come. Well, maybe not. Not if that stops and doesn't come back. All right, one more bid right there in the 80s. That's me bidding 80. Bang. Oh my God, I bid 80 there and it didn't fill me. Oh no, it did fill. Okay,
there you go, man.
What was your question again? My bad.
Why haven't you tried this FSD?
I know. I don't know why. Every time I go to do it, it's like, when am I actually gonna? I was kind of waiting for.
I told you, come pick me up in the morning, man.
I don't wake up as early as you, my guy.
What time you wake up at?
Well, then I have to charge you. What time do I wake up? At 6-ish. But the thing is, by the time I shower, shave, and I don't even live anywhere near you.
That's all right.
I'll just
it's
send
not
the
that
car.
far, actually.
You know what I was waiting for was the full self-drive to actually be able to act as a taxi.
Yeah,
so that's the next thing.
That's what you want, right?
Yeah, then I'll just tell the car to go get you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
well, that's what I've been waiting for,
okay,
man.
Well,
I don't know what
then keep waiting, but something might happen eventually.
Well, I don't want to hold my breath now, do I?
For you right now. Yeah, no, I think it's just super convenient, and that's the other thing, right? So I will be in full self-drive on Wednesday.
Why Wednesday?
Well, because that's when we're taking the thing out for a test drive.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna test
So
it out
the wife really, she does not love driving on highways.
The wife does?
No. So she has a lot.
Is that narrative going to change with FSD?
Yes.
Okay.
Really?
Well, because FSD is,
it's
easy. You just literally tell it to drive, and it just drives you everywhere. So it just takes away some of that anxiety, but we've never driven it before. Anyways, what's up, Adara?
I was gonna say, I can't drive because I fall asleep on the road, but this brings me to the fact that what would scare me about FSD would be the idea of falling asleep on a highway and then just like, you know, what if someone crashed into you? But that's interesting. I guess if
But
you're
that's the
like,
point of
no,
FSD. Nobody will.
Yeah.
I mean, someone could always crash into you.
That's also
I mean, that doesn't. I mean, no matter what, if you're driving FSD or SD, self-drive,
Yeah.
you know, someone crashes into you
that's
at any time. But yeah, for this one, no, it takes control of everything, Adara.
That's why. Like it's funny. So I'm trying to sleep on the highway. Like if I can get
And
to
full
that
self-drive
stage,
is for you,
yeah,
my guy.
Man, exactly. That's what I'm getting at. I'm trying to close my eyes in the traffic. So I try to avoid the 401 at all costs. There it goes, Katina, man. Nice move there. You're about $1.25 ITM on that bad boy. Let's see if this continues to bleed. We'll get out if it does come back towards our break even, or maybe where we took our last little partial out. Again, small size, just a little top up right there. So I'm just sitting in the realm of...
I still think there's buyers here.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just about to say that. Now, this is going to be a massive teller if buyers step right back in and buy this dip up. And if that's the case, we break through that previous pivot. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some new highs of the day.
Oh, Joe doesn't have...
I can. If for some reason it's not letting me. It's already saying that's open, and I closed it on the other desktop there. So
Yeah. He does not have.
So just let me know. Do I got to do an ad read or something?
No, you don't have to do anything, man.
All right, man.
It's funny. I didn't do any this morning either. Maybe it's
You didn't do
dried up
VinFast
over
today?
there. No, just VinFast. No, it's all good. So yeah, I'm just going to honestly, I'm going to stop out if we do hit something like this, man. 188, 187. Like we took a shot there. You know, last thing you want to do is give this back up right now. We've gotten out. I'm out of more than half of that trade so far. Actually, just about half of that trade. So that's one. Let's actually get stopped out right on the top of that wick. I don't even want to mess around. 187.70. So let's just put that in right now as a stop. I had 188 flat. We'll just keep 188 flat in there because we got out of some. It's okay right now to do that. So we'll just hold out, hope that something can happen for us. On SpaceX. You're still in that one, so good trade over there. All right, what else you guys want to talk about? Good job by Adara talking about the only one that had actually worked on day 2 that continued to go higher was, it wasn't Circle, was it?
Yeah, Circle.
Circle.
Yeah,
it was Circle.
There were 2 others like Figma and Bullish, but those were marginal and they didn't do as well on day 1, though Figma did. I think the biggest, though, to the upside was certainly Circle.
Right, the Circle proper there. So yeah, and I think that was a lot of it because people were all about the Genius, the Clarity Act, the Genius Act, all that kind of stuff in regards to crypto. And then that's when also crypto was still banging a bit. So,
yeah.
You know, we did have some talk there for a while. I'm bidding right here 186.60, 186.50s, by the way, to see if we can get some more out on this little move lower. We just bounced off 187. There, did we get that, Phil? No, we did not. In the 50s right now. See if we can grab something short there on, or get out of some of this short. And I did want to bring up Cerebras. I was not here that day, but as Neil had mentioned, it actually popped really crazy from 350 all the way to 380 and then halted down at 370, and then it hasn't really seen the light of day since. So, you know, we'll talk about a day 2 for Cerebras, not great. That one opened up day 2, opened up 330, closes that day 280. So that was quite a nice move down there for Cerebras that day, down more than 15% on day 2, and SpaceX going a little bit the other way right now, up 15% to be clear on day 2. So that just there we go. I was gonna say, how does that bounce off 50 right there? So we'll take another fill. We're starting to get a little lower here on SpaceX, and we'll see where that one's winds up going. I'm gonna refresh my e-signal because nothing's really popping off here. As far as a possible trade, are there anything you're looking at? Any small cap runners?
No small cap.
What was that RGNT?
Yeah, listen, we could pull that up. You know who MGMT is? RGNT. No. I thought you were maybe. Yeah, it is a band, Adara. So there it is. Listen, these names are going absolutely nuts, and I think that a lot of what I do believe is that a lot of this transaction fees are going to fall right into the lap of Robinhood. We were fortunate enough, RGNT, we took our stabs on this bad boy. We lost the first one, second one worked. Third one, third one worked. Okay, what am I going on about? That wasn't so bad. And then we played this breakout. But one thing that I want us to really focus on is just the increase in volume. And that's what made me just go, hey, let's rock and roll on this bad boy. And we were fortunate enough to catch this move all the way to the top side from $8.36 to $12.41. So not too bad of a look whatsoever. Now, poorest bump in the chat once again. hey man, to each their own. You don't got to be a negative Nancy about it. All right. So we'll head over to our watch list. How has CrowdStrike been performing here today, Katina man? We're up 1.4%. Now we got JPM really starting to work for us here. Robinhood up 6% on the day. We had a high of around 8%. So congratulations to whoever's been dip buying this in the 60s when you're down 60% off of the all-time high. This is a fantastic grab in my opinion. And then CrowdStrike split. As soon as this split comes into play, I got some cash and some dry powder on the side that I'm going to be grabbing some. I have plans to get some SpaceX, some Anthropic, and some OpenAI. There it goes. It's gone? All right, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
There we go. Now we're $1.50. We're starting to get to the low side right now.
I got to get out of that.
And we're starting to fall in a little bit. So, yeah, man. Hey. You got me SpaceX, but we got you right back. So now let's wait to see what winds up happening. Look, I'm long in my own account here on SpaceX and I'm loving every minute of it, but at the same time, playing the back end of that here as we get our sort of OB reversion man trade going on there. And look, it was pretty cheap to pay for the shorts. We do have a couple super chats. Let's go over them right now.
Go ahead.
Yo, what's up, Easy Peasy, man? This guy's a favorite of ours, so we'll go like this. This used to be for Ozan as well, but now Easy Peasy blowing up the cash in our face as well. There it is, man, 2%. Katina, yeah, Katina, what does this mean exactly? Katina autopilot today. Oh, this guy's up 2.5 G's. Let's go. I mean, I hope some of my confidence has also, you know, dripped over. I can see it's dripped over to Joe, so that's nice there. And I'm glad that you're having.
I've always had that, my boy.
No, I know, but you said, remember, you said you sat down and you saw I was going long, which pushed you long.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you've got confidence, no doubt about that. And then you didn't follow me on the reversal. Well, that was good because we got flushed out of that one a little bit right now. But there it is. So working on a Katina AI agent with Fable. Okay, well. And I just charge a small fee for that kind of stuff. So, but no, thank you very much. Easy Peasy means a lot. Joe, check out. Here's one for you, bro.
Oh, wow.
Adam James says PRFX. Let's go.
Perfect. All right, man. Let's take it out. Perfect. Perfect. So yeah, nice.
Street Fighter or?
A Street Fighter guy?
Yeah,
no. I was always a Mortal Kombat guy,
sorry,
like back in the day. That's all right, brother. But I heard you're a big NHL guy.
I'm down for playing some NHL. We actually just got it like last year.
Did you?
And we got 25, and then I upgraded it to 26.
All right.
Yeah.
The Leafs
I just play with the we actually do like our own little fantasy drafts and things like that.
Oh, okay. So you build your own teams and you have your own team over there. Yeah, perfect. Dude, this is not tradable. Adam, look at this. It's just all day halter. And then it opens up. I don't even know at what time. Let's actually make this a little bit bigger for the folks back at home and our boy Adam James. 2 o'clock, this thing doesn't open up. This is like, hey man, if you've been involved with it, but look how long, from 4:10. Oh, this is, so what time frame is this even? Anyways, in the morning, 4:10 in the morning, all the way till 9:25. It's not doing anything. I don't even know why. So this must be a halt from the previous day. Still opens up for a split second, halts again, boom. And then not until 150 is when the price action starts. Hey, I'm not going to complain about it, but come on. We're going to talk about RNGT or RGNT, whatever the name may be. That's been the hot one here today. Uh-oh, Katina, man.
What's up?
SpaceX getting bought right back up, my boy. Thank you very much for
that. We covered a little bit more down there. I mean, we were waiting for 185 for a long time. Like, that was our first cover area there. So we did cover some more, and here it comes. Remember where our stop is? So we just have, you know, smaller pieces on right now. Probably maybe about a third, maybe a little bit less than a third left on this position as we start to cover a little bit of that. Still want to see if there is a flush here at the end of the day. Let's talk about some Amazon and AMD, but let's go to Adair and see what she's up to.
Let's talk here about MU. I know Sean mentioned this one nearing all-time highs. It's actually back above all-time highs. So as MU knocks on the door of 1100, just wanted to give you guys a bit of a heads up on that. We know we had a couple bullish analyst notes, including from TD Cowen and I believe RBC, definitely Alethea, all of these different analysts giving this company price targets of well above 1,000. I think the lowest was 1,200, highest here is about 1,600. So MU still strong, just worth mentioning here. Also seeing some people now report that Nvidia upsized its bond sale from 20 billion to 25 billion. Already saw this and already reported on it, but just mentioning in case you guys are seeing this again. Once again, looks like Nvidia had upsized its bond sale from 20 billion to 25 billion as Micron makes new all-time highs. We're going to send you over to Sia for a segment. Thank you.
The IWM is currently up by almost 8% in the green right now. We're going to take a look at our individual tickers for this afternoon. VMAR, Vision Marine Technologies, is down 19.4% on the day, has announced a 1-for-10 reverse stock split. KUST down almost 10% on the day. Custom Entertainment, as of today, has announced a strong ticket demand for Country Stampede Texas 2026, which is taking place between June 25 to 27 at Azure Amphitheater in Kansas. And finally, we have MEHA down 55% on the day. The Nasdaq has issued a staff determination to delist the company's common stock from the Nasdaq Capital Market after the bid price was 10 cents or less for more than 10 consecutive days. That's all for your small cap. Sending it back to you.
Yeah, I think small caps will be interesting here as we talk about potential rate cuts coming through. We do have Kevin Warsh. His first appearance is going to be on Wednesday at this time, right now. We'll talk about that on Wednesday. We'll have the first Fed meeting under new Fed Chair Kevin Warsh coming, and we just talked. So I just honestly, man, 187 more fills right there. Ooh. Like I'm not trying to, we just got another short rate up in there, so we're just trying to capture as much profit as we can. And I'll actually bid some out right now at 15s, see if we can capture another bit of a move down as we just try to milk this short as much as we can. Shout out to Easy Peasy there. If I can take 50% of your algorithm, yeah, we'll take that right there. You got to make it better than me. I can't be better than it. I already get 100% of what we're doing here, so it's got to be better than me. And if we can do that, then that would be great. And of course, I would love to have something mimic my trades. I just push go every day, and I can just sit here and talk to you guys and not worry about all of this, and probably have less outs, But I think our outs have been pretty good here. There's another 187, and again, I'm not afraid to take 70 cents. If we have to do that on our last fill, then we'll do that. Like, we're just getting out of this position because honestly, it just seems like every dollar is having a hell of a time to break through it. There's always bids coming in, and that's what I was saying to Joe. It's like there's always this bid that keeps stepping up on SpaceX. Like, when it loses it, fine. But there's so much action when it finds a bid. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. There's not like there's hidden shares, like there's a lot of hidden shares, but it's not coming with big size. It's just, it dips down, and then the bid comes back, it holds, then it runs 50 cents, then it dips like a quarter, then it runs 50 cents. And so every time that's coming back in, man, we're getting out. And if it breaks 188, that will be the end of that one. And then we should have just, I'd have so much more money if we just stuck in that long from right here.
I thought you could have added a little bit more.
Yeah, I know, but again, like that first stop out down into here, what are we supposed to do, right? Like that was, things are breaking our levels, and I just think the best thing for me to do is to remain consistent. And if we just do that, as Joe said, we have no problem, whipping it out and putting it right on the table. And we did that, obviously, on Friday. We're going to do it again and again and again, but we got to make sure that we have the right time to do it. The next thing, I like Microsoft down here, I like Amazon down here. And Amazon's kind of just, treating as if this is Amazon Prime Day and no one's buying anything. This is like a pretty flat, Amazon Prime starts the 23rd, by the way, a week tomorrow.
I feel every day is a Prime Day.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. There's not that much going on. I spent $100 sitting on the couch last night buying something from Amazon.
What'd you buy?
I'd have to look it up. It was...
Would you say on?
let me check. I forget what it was. I think it was something for the kids.
It clearly wasn't that important if you can't remember.
No, it's never important. But it was something.
As soon as you open your eyes,
I know what it was. So we went around. So my son, who's graduating in a couple weeks. No, this is the guy that's going into high school. So a girl that he's known since exactly. Now you're gonna spill some tea. A girl that he's known basically his whole life, literally. He sang her a song in JK and SK in one of the assemblies. No, it's going fine. They're not dating or anything like that. But even the guy's in grade 8. But anyway, I guess that's about time.
You didn't have a
You probably started dating in grade 4 or 5 or what?
I'm half Jamaican, man.
Oh yes, okay, so grade 1. So JK, but no, the idea is that, so she asked him to wear, she's wearing this green dress, and it's like a sage green. Yeah. So it's kind of, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. It's anyways.
All right. And
we've been going everywhere looking for ties.
And you can't
that
find
match it. No. So even yesterday we were playing at Rinks yesterday. So that's right on Orphis Road there. Yeah, and you went we went to a couple different. No, we didn't go to Yorkdale, but we went to a couple different suit places there. None of them had it.
Did you go to Foreman United?
No, we went to like International Clothiers.
Yeah,
and
go
there's
go
another
check
one.
out the Foreman
Yeah.
United.
Okay.
I know a
Anyways,
guy there.
I don't need to check anything anymore. So so on the way back in, he was like, "Hey, why don't we just check Amazon?" I'm like, I never thought of checking Amazon for a tie. But of course, you know, on the way home, he's got the Amazon app going. He found one that he really liked.
That's good.
It came with like a little pocket square, so that gets delivered later on today. So I grabbed him that, and something else, and it was like $90-something at the end. The tie was only like $25.
Okay.
Something else there. We have Soda Streams in our house.
Soda Streams?
You know Soda Stream?
No.
You know, you can make your own. You don't know what Soda Stream is?
Like you can make
carbonated
your own carbonated
drinks.
pop.
Yeah.
You have that thing?
Yeah, but not pop. Like our kids like to drink carbonated water.
It has
so
like
you
that
can-
little thing, the thing that you put in, right? In
Yeah, the canister. Yeah, and then so we bought some like syrup for it, for that. So I don't
Okay,
know
so
if
you
that
know,
was-
okay, so you can make your own Coca-Cola and stuff.
No,
like
yeah,
that.
but it's more. They like there's like a watermelon one.
Okay.
So it's just to sort of mix with, instead of having normal water, you kind of.
You have the carbonated stuff.
Yeah, the
Alright,
carbonated
I see
water.
what you got going on there.
Carbonated
I wanted to bring
Sparkling water.
Sparkling water. I'm a
Or
big. I
carbonated.
like a nice lemon flavored sparkling.
Yeah, lemon
water.
flavor. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
that's what,
what
I like that. 53%, Katina, man. So PRFX, if we could pull up that super chat, there it is. Our boy Adam James abroad. Where are you now, my friend?
I'm gonna take
Up
out
at a
some
big
more.
time move, yeah. A big time move there on this specific name, 53% halting once again. So the volatility most definitely stepping in. We're still sitting on this SPCX. Again, I have nothing left here. Just letting it ride for you guys to see where we close at the end of the day. I could mock this and it wouldn't do anything to the P&L. So let's see what we got. Another double top with the inability to breach the high of the day of $188. Let's see if this next dip gets bought back up.
All right.
I was gonna ask. I know Jesse and Blicky in there, man. Those guys are yelling at me for something.
If there's anything else, you guys, I mean, if we can call up that PFRX just halted, by the way.
Yeah. I was just talking about
Yeah,
it.
you're
So
talking
it's
about it. I
halted.
just
Yeah,
saw it
so
on
it's
the
going to be a
halt
couple of
screen,
minute halt. And then
SMCI. I'm trying to find names that are actually trying to move
moving
around a little bit.
How
here.
is Netflix doing?
The thing is,
today?
the Nasdaq is still up 3%. Like what a monster there.
Yeah.
Joe, yeah, thank you, Blicky Spears. There it is, right there, Joe. I don't know what is this all about.
What's Blicky? What did Blicky
Gave you
say?
$5 for your Joe Cares Trust Fund.
Yeah, there you go. But because I told them, they're like, hey, man. So I don't know if you've been recognizing this one individual. His name is Forrest Gump in the chat.
I've never even seen him.
A lot of people mad at Forrest Gump.
Why?
In the chat. I'll let you figure that out. But
What do you
then,
mean? No, I'm not trying to
but
figure
hold on,
anything out.
let me finish. Jesse and Blicky are like, Joe, you always put me on, us two on timeout,
Right.
And you don't put Forrest on timeout,
Right.
But then I said to Blicky and to Jesse, I said it's because I care.
Right. Oh,
Right?
so that's the Joe Cares Fund.
Right, exactly. Is because I care. So that's why you guys are.
You sound like a father. Like,
man,
you're like, oh, I'm not going to put this kid on timeout, but I'm going to put that one on timeout.
Yeah.
Does Milo ever go on timeout, or he goes back?
He can do no wrong.
Does he go back
in
on
my
the
eyes.
kennel? or-
No. He can do no wrong in my eyes.
But these jokers on our stream could do lots of wrong.
No, but it's because I tell him to stop barking, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, Milo doesn't speak English and doesn't
Really?
understand. Yeah, so.
Oh, okay.
So that's why.
He's not like one of
Okay,
those.
huge
Scooby-Doo.
caveat here, huge, piece of confusion. So Milo doesn't speak English. That's great. He doesn't speak English. But then in that case,
What
is the difference between speaking to him and telling him not to do bad things versus talking to him through the phone if he still doesn't understand English? Plot hole.
But he knows. But see, the thing is, though, he knows Adara when he's doing something wrong.
Right.
Well,
yeah.
that's fine, but then does he know it more when you speak to him over the camera, or that's where I'm trying to get at? Like that's where I feel like there's a disconnect.
No, I think it's a
Yeah,
fair
Joe.
amount, right? He knows. Like, listen. He says, no, don't do it. He knows, right? He'll let.
So again, about them not speaking English, I
Yeah.
think that it's not about that. They just know key words. Like when you say no, they know that that's like you're saying it
Or what are you
aggressively,
doing?
or like good boy. Like he'll
Yeah.
know that you mean
He'll know.
positive reinforcement on that.
He knows, man.
So-
Like when I say, what are you doing?
I can't believe you don't have a dog that doesn't speak English. I mean, come on, man. Where'd you get this guy from?
Barcanese.
Don't all dogs? Oh, well, he speaks Barcanese. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's all good. On that.
All right.
All right, yeah, just having a lot of fun here, guys. Get it into the chat. Anything you want us to talk about, we are here for that. And I mean, here's our today's watch list. I mean, what a day it's been. for the watch list. I mean, this is what I've been looking at all day today. There's ARM is back to 411 right now. Wow, I thought I was like all Joe Smart guy over here. Not you, Joe Smart, that's just a thing. Because selling ARM at 400 I thought was a pretty good idea, but did we get more down here at 300? No, we did not. So we are out of ARM right now, and that is starting to break higher, back through 400 bucks again. Wow, what a day for ARM today. That name just keeps on, you know, reaching new highs. Marvell up 10% as well. That name, what a monster that for that trade today is Marvell, as that keeps on going higher. Yeah, we can keep, that's actually a good look, the one you just had there, Andre. Intel was on our watch day. That's up 2%, so we can keep on watching that. I'm actually going to sort this by what's been up or down. Micron up 10, which is a really good one. Micron continues to work outside, you know, the rest of these names as well. Micron upside there. BMNR. So this is one that I know you and Sharif sort of talked about on your show a little bit there, and I know BMNR is one that Sharif said he's going to, you know, to his grave with, basically. And
I said, why?
I don't know why either, but that's a nice one there. Even my boy Tom Lee is trying to bail out. No, I don't know if he is or not. 17.75, nice move down into 17.25 right there for that one. What else you want to talk about? AMD, man, that's having a great day, up 7%. As there's just a switch over with this sort of truce and memorandum, MOU. Note of, memorandum, whatever. There, we are waiting for more Iran talk, but AMD and some of these other names, including Coinbase and Robinhood. There's your Robinhood. How high did that get today? Because now that's under.
Up 8%.
I was gonna say, but how did it break? How much did it break through 100? It got 101. Okay, so we'll look out for that one back into 98. There's my Uber, which I need to sell that one. Meta, you've talked about that. That's up 4% there as well. Palantir, nice day for that one, 4.5%. For Palantir, for me, I need that to break above 150 before I get Uber excited about it, and just not super excited about Meta right now, or Uber at those levels. We need it, or Palantir, we need to get that going. On the dark side of things, USO today continues to make lows, but again, closing at 230. Not much going on after the open. Closes at the highs right there for USO, so maybe there's some more there. J&J downside, as we said, there's a potential switch over from conservative natured stocks over to more aggressive ones with today's pull-up, you know, in the futures. And then DraftKings, there's my Eli Lilly, by the way. We just bought some more right now, right around here, 11:30. I buy it in the Canadian side, so if anybody here is Canadian, here it is right here. We don't actually have it in here, LLY.to, but there is, do we? No, we don't. So, wait, it's .cc, I think, actually. No, we don't have it in the system. But anyways, Eli Lilly, you can also buy as a CDR. So that would be something to look at, which I did there. And then to my surprise, Target also having themselves a nice day as we sort of review what we've been talking about there today. Staples have actually been pretty good. Eli Lilly's actually right now back to VWAP on the charts. So you can have a quick look at Eli Lilly. Made a new move into 124, now brought back up. Look, I just really like diversifying a little bit, and Eli Lilly's had obviously a huge move in the last week or so, going from 1060 all the way up to 1180, now just pulling right back. These are the kind of levels I want to buy, like, and I'll rebuy it. Like, I really do believe in this name, and I know, you know, as a PE it's probably overextended right now. We can check out exactly what that PE is on Eli Lilly, but it's just for the pipeline for this whole GLP-3. I mean, Sharif keeps on telling me that there's all these sort of like fake drugs, I guess, that are over there in China that have started to mimic it, and I forget what it is, but it settles down the muscle loss of the GLPs, so it's a little bit more aggressive on that side. And right now, forward PE of just 31. I think for a company that does have a lot of growth prospects into it, 31 is actually pretty reasonable for Eli Lilly, so happy to do that. There's my J&J there with a PE of just 21, so I think that that's important too, and so we're trying to get some good names back in the space, and I really like Eli Lilly as a little bit of a sleeper pick. Not a sleeper pick, obviously, but as a pick that, you know, has done really well, that can continue its upside grind. All right, man, here goes SpaceX, and we are not going to reload in, oopsie, is that still the daily chart? We are not going to reload into that. So we did cover almost all of it as we got into the 25 period, and we got some good lows there as well, but our latest reload, let's just see if we can get one more time. 186.30, we'll bid down there, maybe we get one more fill, and then hopefully we break lower and we can hold this into the close. But for me right now, it's SpaceX on the short. This man beside me's got the long, and we're gonna throw it back to Adara. Or see.
No worries. We're going to take a look at the sector, but before that, the SPY currently up 2% on the day. Electric tech Nvidia up 3.4%, Apple up almost 2%, AVGO, MU is up 11% on the day. That's great. Nvidia is, the bond sale has increased to $25 billion from $20 billion. Is just coming in a couple minutes ago. We have tech services. We have Google up 3.18%. We had that news that Google has announced a $1.5 billion investment for the years 2026 and 27 to expand its data center campus in Jackson Country, Alabama. Meta is up 5%, is launching new AI features on Facebook for search content creation. Microsoft up 2% on the day. Finance, again, there's a bit of a mixed sentiment, like carried over from earlier in the day. Retail trade, Amazon is up 3.4%. It plans to invest, like Adara broke the news, several $billion into a data center campus in Missouri. And we have health tech, Lilly currently trading flat, but again, mixed sentiment throughout the sector. J&J, ABBV carrying the losses down almost 2% and 2.5% respectively. Producer manufacturing looks good in the green. Tesla is up in consumer durables almost 1%. Energy carrying that weight from earlier in the day. It's still down, all in the red. I'm just seeing one name that's probably trading flat. That's EXE. Everything else all in the red. All the other industries, utilities, process, health services, communication, transportation are all full of mixed sentiments. There's not too much green, not too much red, but hopefully they recover by the end of the day. And consumer services too, pretty strong to pretty weak. MACD, Disney doing decently well. MACD is up almost 1% and Disney up by almost 2%, sending it to Sean.
The futures may start to turn around here, just seeing that the dollar is going up and down. And the thing, you know, when the dollar starts to move, then you get volatility. And volatility, Joe, creates movement. And for sophisticated traders, movement creates opportunity. And Beta Pro by Global X offers Canada's first and longest running suite of levered and inverse levered ETFs. These are built for sophisticated investors who understand the risks of leverage and the importance of precision. Its triple levered bull and bear ETFs tied to the NASDAQ 100 index are designed for daily tactical trades, providing amplified exposure and giving traders tools to engage with both upward momentum and market pullbacks. These strategies are currency hedged, seeking to offset US dollar exposure back to the Canadian dollar. For those navigating short-term market moves, up or down, Beta Pro offers the flexibility to act with conviction, whatever that looks like for your strategy objectives and individual risk profiles. Trade tactically, and please learn more at betapro.ca. We want to thank them for their last hour sponsorship of the show. And yeah, I mean, I was just thinking myself about going into something because we do have a nice little movement here in the DXY. So I just want to look here at volatility. As we know today, volatility has absolutely got crushed, as we just talk about that with our good friends there at Beta Pro. But yeah, this is what it looks like right now today. Volatility crushed back in, down to the downside, and there's our little VIX take, right back into a level where I think everybody should be thinking about probably buying some volatility right now, because, you know, if you're hella long, like most of us are in our portfolios, well, this gives you that little bit of a hedge now that if we do get some kind of miss up, I mean, we do have 30 days until earnings start again. Bank earnings up in 29 days, JP Morgan, plus Wednesday we have the Fed coming through. But look at this, man, the US dollar right now, starting to move around a little bit. Let me hold on a second. Let me go to the 1 minute chart there. There's the US dollar starting to tick a little bit higher. Actually at day's high right now is the US dollar, which does indicate potential weakness in the overall broader markets. So that's a nice little jump up there. And that's why I just turned over to Joe and I was like, I'm thinking about now actually going short. Forget about, I mean, the SpaceX short has just been fun. It's been honestly like, it's really no damage. We did lose. We can't sit here and say we didn't lose. We went long there, which was a problem. Then we got stopped out there on the short, but then we brought it back. Then we brought it back a little bit. And now we're just waiting for it to drop down. I have like basically a third, about 20% of a unit. So we'll see if, okay, here it comes in. Maybe we get a little bit of a move. I'm at 186.20s. I'm actually, there it is, yes. Boom, right there, $1.30 now in the money to the downside, Joe. As now we're starting to get a little spicy. Let's get going again. Let's get going again here, boys and girls. Okay, well, see, there it goes, just right back, bought back up again. So it does have, oh, well, maybe not. We just took out some more at 186. I'm gonna cancel that 185.75. Can I get it in? Yes, I did. Right there as we cancel that one. And now we'll wait for a lower lower play here on SpaceX, right? So maybe we have that back end trade right now. We're entering the hour of power, and we go to the downside, Joe. So here we go again. Watch out for this 185 coming through. I'm sitting there 185.10s right now. $2 plus in the money on a couple reloads, right? One there. So did we cry over spilled milk right there? Yes, we did. But now we're back into the game right now, Joe, and we're ready to rock and roll. So there it is, Don. Thank you so much. We will get that money, and we'll try to get hyped up again for everybody one more time. And thank you, Don. Keep them coming, man. Joe and I looking at chat. We want to thank everybody that's on TikTok today. We want to thank everybody that's on Twitch today. We want to thank everybody that's on YouTube today. We want to thank everybody that's on TikTok, Twitter Live. X Live.
Who else live?
I'm not even sure we're on those.
Okay, we're not even on.
Shout out to Instagram Live.
What a tanks. Yeah, I know. Shout out to Instagram. Shout out to all of them. You're not in the TikTok chat? What are you doing there?
I know. Get in that TikTok chat right
we
there.
got to get in the TikTok chat.
Yeah, we'll clear that. But thank you for everybody that's getting hyped up with us today. And, I'd look at some more names. I mean, just give us them in the chat. Just maybe tag us, tag Joseph and myself, and we would be more than happy to go over.
All right, we're going to get out of this. It failed right there. So we did get an initial pop, but I was looking for
OnlyFans Live.
Oh, you got that?
Sharif does. That's where he goes every afternoon.
All right, he goes live. All right, let's see.
Company man that Sharif is. Company man.
I mean, check that out, guys. Go like and subscribe.
I mean, you should see my feet.
Oh, okay.
No, you don't want to actually.
Why?
Have you ever had a pedicure?
A pedicure? Once.
Just admit it.
I don't like the
What, last
feel.
Friday, or when did you have it last?
Like, dude, years ago, man.
Yeah, right, Joe. Come on. You don't like the feeling of it?
I don't like the
I've never had it,
dude.
but I want to get one for sure.
No, I don't like it, man.
So when we were in Mexico, you know what we almost did? I don't know what it's called. You know when those fish, you put your feet in
there? Yeah.
Yeah, I almost did that.
Did you? Why? Why not?
I don't know. It was just the timing wasn't there. I should have definitely in hindsight should have done it. It's just. But anyways,
what's SpaceX doing right now?
Who cares? What about those? Would you try that fish thing?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, what is that stuff
I heard
called?
someone got flesh-eating disease.
Have you ever done that, girls back there? You know, when you put your feet in the fish sauna, fish spa. No? Okay.
Know what you're talking about? Never done it.
Okay. Puff pass on that one.
Yeah,
I like going. You've been to Mandarin? They have the koi pond there.
Yeah, I like the koi pond. I heard you have a koi pond in your house.
Yeah, a couple of them. One in the backyard, one in the front yard.
Okay, all right. Yeah, Adam, I don't know what's going on with this PRFX, man. It's not doing what I want it to. But we have no issues with re-engaging on this bad boy. We took an L. It did pop up into 82s, right? And we were long right at 50. Popped up into 82s. I was like, all right, this is our move into 4. Didn't happen. So we give a little bit back. Nothing substantial whatsoever. But hey, let's rock and roll. If it prints something, an indecision move right here and holds up at this level, I have no issue with getting back in. But we don't want to try and continuously give away too much here on the day. There it is. There's the rebound. There it goes. There it is. We're in again at a better price.
Let's go, Joe.
This isn't a fake out here, but it's looking pretty strong. The defense, look at the tape. Man, if this doesn't get going soon.
Man, when did Joe become such an aggressive trader over here? I like this one.
I mean,
PFRX, man. You hit that other one today? Let's go.
There it is, man. Yeah, we hit the. Listen, brother, I know.
I like it.
The momentum is something else within these small cap names. I'm still new to the game within this stuff, but hey, I like it. It's my style. Small cap, large cap, it doesn't really matter what it is. Anybody can get no cap. Anybody can get it around here.
Clock it.
I thought it was clip it, but anyways,
don't worry about it.
We'll go with clock it.
Yeah, it's clock it. It's clock it.
Because we are social media, right? So we clip
something like that. I don't know. Ramin's doing all that stuff.
She's got it covered.
Yeah,
all right, good stuff.
There it is now. $3. Yeah, we're $2.50 in the money now.
Okay, I better hop out of my SpaceX.
No, stay in it, man. Do you? And that's the one thing. Do not ever copy somebody else's trades.
Well, dude, you got to take into consideration. We've been long since 183.
Shout out to Platinum Development Group over there for the TikTok. Shout out. Yeah, we've been long for a minute, that's for sure. Let's go. Break that 185. Let's go break that 185. Get back into the downside there. I'm now bidding 184.50. So if we can get that, we'll take a little bit out right there. 184.50 to the downside as we're getting less and less on this one, and it's been a good one. Oh, I did want to say this. Yeah, shout out to Eclectic Passion.
Oh.
This is the thing. He did the fish thing, but with baby crabs.
Okay.
In the ocean.
Yeah, you know that
one. Sick. Which part of the West Coast? Are you Canadian by any chance? Over there, shout out to the West Coast of Canada. My parents are going on the Rocky Mountain train ride.
That's
through
really
the mountains there. Yeah, they're doing that in the fall. they're super excited. It's not like a crazy bucket list idea, but that's definitely something that the wife and I want to do.
That's with like CN Rail or something,
Yes,
right?
yeah, it goes through. So they're flying into,
yeah.
I think they're flying into Vancouver,
Nice.
and then hopping it from there, and then traveling all
really
through,
nice.
yeah, all through Alberta and everything. And
The trains have like first class and
that's
everything.
it, yeah, like the open air, some of the cabins and whatnot. So yeah, they're really excited for that, and so shout out. I'm really happy to see my parents do stuff like that, because as you get older and older, like my father, I don't know anybody that had worked harder in his life than my father. I mean, coming in, there's lots of stories like this, but as an immigrant and so on and so forth, and it's just like, I want them to spend as much of their money and time now, because while they still can, and health is always.
Things can turn on a dime.
$3, Joe.
Oh, bang, man.
We're trying not to play around too much, but at the same time, we're having a great time. I want to say shout out to everybody that's here. And I said this is a dangerous trade. So right now we'll wait for it. We still have about 20, well, we had about 25. We actually didn't get out of that much there at 85. So I'd say, it's hard for me to say how many shares I have left as a percentage, but we still got on a decent mark. So we'll wait to see. I would say it's probably 15 to 20% left. Nice move down. We got to cover some little bit more there at 183.45. We just put that bid there, and there it goes. There is no stopping this now to the downside. Now we're 4 and change in the money as we get low. Apple bottom jeans.
Adam, what's going on with this perfects here, man? It's not working. I got to get ready to get out because we doubled up our size from what we had over here, looking for this move. But it keeps getting defended aggressively, and I have to be prepared.
I've been to Victoria. So
Victoria,
shout out to Adam James there. Yeah, I opened up a real trading office in Victoria.
Nice.
This was about 20 years ago when I was throwing through, before the show and everything like that. And as I was just hired here as a wee one, I was lucky enough to make basically money on the prop floor immediately. And then they just started. We only had 11 offices, or 2 outside of Canada when I was first hired in, and then they sort of plucked me from the floor. I hired Neil, hired a couple other people in the back, and so on and so forth. And then next thing you know, they're shipping me all over the place. I went to Singapore, opened up an office there. We went to Moscow, opened up a couple offices in,
I heard you were partying
Russia there. Yeah, that was
I heard you were
Russia
partying
was.
over there too.
Yeah, I was in like mid-20s. Russia was insane to go through there like that. What a great place, honestly, Moscow. Like, I know now we have issues. We have the Ukraine problem, and now can't even really travel to Russia. But I'm glad that got done when it was possible for me. And then again, all throughout Europe, opening up some offices. Went to Budapest there.
So you got to travel the world while you're working.
Yeah, man. While working with here. And that was just part of it, right? I mean, now all of a sudden that stuff doesn't exist. And that's where this show sort of started from, because instead of traveling around, we're able to do the conference calls with Zoom and Skype. You remember Skype?
Of course.
Yeah, so I remember when I first started the job, I had to buy some Skype credits to put into there so I could call different offices on Skype. And now, of course, it's just, here's the link to Google or Zoom or whatever. And then that's what sort of sparked the show, believe it or not, as many of you know. And that sort of started with COVID and not being able to travel and talk to offices. And why was I spending like you can even hear my voice starting to throw now. Why spend all this effort speaking to 1 or 2 offices when you could speak to like 5 at once? And then the show happened and everybody signed up, and we want to say thank you to everybody for continuously supporting what is now tradertv Live, and it's been great. And now we've got great hosts like Joe and Sharif, and of course the addition of Adara and Sierra behind us now. Give us all Sia. Give us all the news that we're ready. Eventually, I'll call her the right name at some point. Sierra. Now it's like, let's throw it back to Adara. Let's throw it back to Sierra. Oh, that's why, because Adara, Sia, I'm combining them.
Your name maxing.
If I say Sierra, then I really can't get it wrong either time. So
name maxing. That's what the kids would say.
Name maxing. Yeah, that's so funny. Who was that guy? Clavicle or something? Who is that idiot?
You see, that kid's gonna be in trouble when he's a little bit older, man. He's 20 something and has already.
Didn't he did a hammer on his own face?
He's already having plastic surgeries at 20.
To looks max.
No,
it's called.
Well, he did like his nose and stuff like
clavicular, that's what it is.
Yeah, clavicular. Yes.
What in the hell?
He's really starting
See,
to.
that's the kind of social media stuff that should be banned.
You know what I was doing at 20, man? I was just in love with myself at 20. You know what I mean? It was.
And what about now?
Not as much as when I was in my earlier stages,
man.
but hey, man. That's all right, breathe free.
The thing is, the other thing too is that at some point, it's doing it for clicks. I would think.
Of course.
You know, I mean, you have to believe in what you're doing to show the passion, but the amount of money that some of these guys can make off YouTube and so on and so forth. I mean, we're on YouTube.
They sign sports deals with these streaming.
Really?
Yeah,
well, I know I Show Speed is something else. I mean, that guy's
Speed is different.
Yeah, that guy's produced a lot. By the way, we're now $5 in the money as Joe and I just sit here and have a great time. What do y'all think about Geo? Oh, what, Geo, isn't GOEV a stock? Geo, what is Geo?
It's a prison stock, GEO.
Yeah, this is the one that Michael Burry was in on, right? This is the private prisons there in the United States, I believe, and it's according to Adair, so thanks for that quick little...
I don't know, these guys, everybody's saying there's a lotion for that. What does that even mean, man?
For what?
I don't know.
Who knows? I don't know. What? Stop looking at the chat all the time with these lotion
at the chat,
things.
man. It was the lotion. Man.
Someone super chat, we'll talk about lotion.
Did you ever watch that movie, Joe Dirt?
Oh, yeah, of course, man. That's not Dana Carvey. Oh, no, it is.
It's David Spade.
David Spade, Dana Carvey. Yeah, David Spade.
It puts the lotion on its skin.
Okay, yeah. I need to rewatch. Wasn't there Joe Dirt 2 as well? There might have even been Joe Dirt 3. You know who has a crazy mullet? That Diego Lopez I saw last night. Yeah. So my kids are watching that. I'm like, guys, we got money on Lopez. And my daughter looks at me and is like, no, that's not going to win.
way.
And I'm like, no, it is going to win. Trust me, man. My guy Joe, we're excited for Diego Lopez. Okay, but here's Geo. So look, yeah. I mean, I don't know what the catalyst would be there, but there's the breakout on Geo, and you've actually taken out some pretty key levels now as you go through. That's right there, 28, 29. So you're going to run into some more resistance up here. I would say again, and I can only, you know, Joe and I have to be careful because we're not, you know, to give the ultimate, you know, investing advice, or we don't know what your personal risk tolerances are, or, you know, how much skin you do have in the game. But like, look, so this is the thing: you baseline, you gap. Right, then you actually hold that gap. You don't even come back and test it. Then you baseline again there, and now we're gapping higher into potential levels where there is supply up here. So if you're long this name and you're able to get 28, 29 bucks, I mean that comes right into there. So you could put a trailing stop if you want, like break back down below 27.75, and that's actually these wicks right into there. So we've actually held the last 3 days 27.5. So I would say try your best there. If 27.5 breaks, why not take some off? So I do, you know, great trade, and I think both you and I, we always talk about Kramer and some of the stuff that he says, and I do think that there is a point where you got to pay yourself out a little bit. You can always play with house money. I like that on Geo, so shout out to Geo. And a shout out to SpaceX too, because right now we're 5 in the money, and we're right at a spot where I need to get a little bit more out now, because this is the 200 period moving average. I'm actually not even sitting there. What is that price? 182.60. Let's put a bid there. 182. Let's go 182.80. We'll put out a little bit more, and then we'll see if we can make $5 turn into 6, turn into 7. If we do break that level, there it goes. We did this on Friday, man. We were long all day, and now we're short. So there it goes. Just reminding me of Friday, except you got to put a couple more zeros on our net. That was a big day on Friday.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
Happy for you, man.
As we go. I'm happy for everybody. Like you said, you did 5 times your shutdown.
Yeah.
You know.
5.5, yeah.
I don't want to talk about the amount of times we did it, but that's okay. It was a successful day.
Why? You can say it.
Well,
How many times? So I want to.
I don't really know what my shutdown is.
Okay, so then how would you say that you did?
Monster day is how I would
Yeah, I
say.
know exactly. That's what I'm saying. Just say it was absolutely.
I did. I said it. I said my biggest day of the year, and I think, and I do think, and it's not. The reason why we talk like that is I just think that we've talked about it so many times, that opportunity, when opportunity strikes, no matter if it's PRX or whatever you're in there, we're in, the other name, whatever stock you're in, when there's opportunity, and Neil talks about this all the time too, he trades buyouts, you know, primarily.
Yeah.
It's the best on the first day. You know, like today, what was it, Roku? So you're going to get like, there
it is.
Booyaka! There it is, man. There's $5 there on SpaceX.
Oh yeah, you got me shorts.
So the other thing, oh yeah, by the way, I got you shorts on SpaceX.
Yeah.
You should have joined me. Join the party over here, my guy.
Man.
But yeah, like Roku today will do tons of volume, right? And so, you know, a lot of opportunity there once it unhalts, comes in, Roku right there. Good trade. Now today, this is not a typical buyout for Roku, but you're going to get a lot of shares and you're going to get a lot of action. And we've already seen, when I've shown you the tip, right, the numbers of how much people made on certain days. You know, a lot of the money is made on index action days. You know that, talking with some of the guys in the back when there's imbalances there, whether or not it be in Toronto or the AMEX.
You make it. Yeah, I have a feeling you made it in the top there. Did you pull it up here? Let's see what we got.
I'm not gonna
Don't
pull
say
it.
no, but we won't say which one. Just scroll through it for me.
Nah, because they're not that big, so I don't really want to.
Okay.
I don't want to show it. You know.
Oh, bang! There it is, Katina. Man, we went short there. 182. Grab a dollar.
You're short with me.
Just grab the dollar, just like that, my boy. Let's cover a little bit of this here.
There we go. Let's go.
Grab,
Get the
we didn't grab
sirens
so
up,
much
man.
there, man.
We need to have a name for the combo over here.
Yeah, what is it?
Like
man?
I don't know what. It's got to be something, man. Joe
the show.
Schmo. Joe and Schmo. Maybe?
No.
Something like that.
No,
but
man.
yeah,
The chat will come up with something good, or maybe a Dara.
It's really nice to have. It's really nice. I mean, you and I talking about our positions. We're obviously going to be in similar positions there. Neil and I often don't. I mean, I try to talk a little bit about what I've been doing, but Neil's always doing his own thing, which is great, and he'll hold on to different names that I do. But it's great to have you there as we both continue to look at this. We're going to be at the highest spot we've been at all day now. So there's Roku.
Oh, we could be.
Do you want to go through Sia or Adara, just to give you guys a little bit more screen time if you want, just to talk about that Roku, because that was a deal with Fox. I believe it went out at 160. So. Yeah, you can talk. Okay, you don't have to if you don't want to. But yeah, there it is, Roku right there. Nice downside move, down 1.5% today, even though the buyout is 160. But it's also Fox. Is it Fox A shares?
FOXA.
Yeah, so Fox A, yeah. So there it is right there as we call that up. They're down 17%. So I don't think that shareholders are necessarily liking what they're going to go out at there for Fox, for Roku. So, basically Fox shareholders today really hitting this name to the downside. They don't like, I don't know what percentage of the deal is cash or not, but,
So,
Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead. It's like $160 per share in cash and stock. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So what I'm looking for is what percentage of that deal is cash? If we
And
know.
that was not specified.
Not specified. Okay, perfect. So it must be not a significant amount, because they're giving up a lot of stock, it looks like, for that to be down 17%. There might not be a lot of love for this deal, because Roku going out at 160 right now, let me see what that looks like. Why did they pay such a premium?
I'm just going to say, I think one thing that concerns me, that I take of interest here, is the Tubi involvement. As someone who is an avid watcher of Tubi, I'm not going to lie, love Tubi, big fan of Tubi. I don't like the idea of someone else getting their hands on Tubi. So that, to me, I would like more details from Fox and Roku as to how that part of the merger is going to unfold. But yeah, interesting look.
Okay. So yeah, more to come on this deal for sure. But 160, if we look at Roku, I mean, that just seems like a pretty expensive take there. I mean, here's a little bit of a better chart. We'll just call up the e-signal chart. Just gives us a little bit quicker loads on monthlies and weeklies and everything. So, wow, okay. I mean, Roku did have its go there during COVID. When everybody was stuck at home, the sort of thought, Joe, was that if you don't have a smart TV, because the cost of TVs, when we saw what inflation was doing, it had 11% prints and everything like that. So as that was starting to get a little more expensive, people were running to the store and buying some of these Rokus, I guess. That created some upside panic there, was a big short sell on Roku, and that's all the way to the downside. But look, this is 160s right here. So we haven't seen 160 since 22. So maybe a little bit of a premium paid that they maybe didn't have to, but anyways, Roku right now, we'll see what happens. I guess the board's gonna have to vote for that. I'm assuming they're gonna say hell yeah, and Roku will be a part of Fox, and then we'll see what ends up happening after that. And I know that some of the TCL TVs use Roku and things like that, but I've never used a Roku platform, so I don't know how it is.
Oh, really?
So right now, I have a Samsung TV, so everything goes through Tizen or whatever, the Samsung.
Okay.
And then upstairs, I have the Shield, which is an Nvidia product. So that's tied to my TV upstairs. But
that's an IP TV.
not IPTV. You can install. So on Samsung, it's just their OS.
Okay.
So Netflix is installed there, and whatever Amazon Prime Video is installed on that, and the Nvidia Shield is. Actually, I don't even know if you could probably do IPTV on that, but it's just, again, a box. It's like a cable. It's like a media streamer. You know how you can stream even off your PS5?
Yeah, I used to all the time.
Yeah.
That's how I used to watch UFC.
Yeah.
I just stream it off my.
And then what? Pay for it off there?
No.
Oh, use IPTV.
Yeah. Just more or less illegal streaming sites. I would just use the
right. Oh,
on my PS4, I should say. We got all out of that, but just a little bit more context. I know these guys were talking about $160 a share. That's a premium from what we're currently trading at right now. $22 billion in enterprise value for Roku, $25 billion equity value valuing the hardware streaming company at $160 and a 28% premium to its June 10th pricing. The deal will be 60% funded by cash and 40% through equity. So as our friend Ryan Cohen once said, half cash, half stock there. My good friend Katina, man, I was hoping you would finish my sentence there.
Oh, shoot.
That wasn't all right, man. We got another one.
I was reading.
But anyways, we're both in the television and streaming pipeline.
Okay, there we
Fox
go.
and Roku are different companies. So interesting stuff going on with this deal here. Roku generated 44% gross margins over the year and projects free cash flow to over $1 billion, free cash flow to over $1 billion in 2028. So not too bad of a look. 60% cash, 40% equity. Yeah. So.
You found it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right
my God, look
here,
at
right
that,
there.
man.
So
you're trying to take
you're
trying to take everybody's job. I see you're trying to take Neil's job over here. You're trying to take the girls' jobs over there.
No, that's crazy, man. I'm just out here working, trying to be a part of the team, man.
You're like Rick Ross, man. Every day you're hustling, I noticed.
Not every day. I was a mad chilling day yesterday.
Oh man, yeah, yes. Well, yesterday was not that mad. We were driving everywhere. Well, because we had
was
baseball
hockey this
canceled.
week? Oh, yeah,
Well, hockey was
winning.
great. Oh man.
On the weekend.
Anyways, yeah, she's getting to be something special. But the thing is now though.
Dude, you stop sending me highlights, bro. I want to watch the
Want some more highlights? I'll show you some highlights
course,
right after
man.
this.
Don't forget, I don't have Instagram, so you gotta just send them.
Yes.
So,
You don't have Instagram, huh?
No.
Okay.
Not
What,
that.
Selena pull you off that, or
I was never on it.
is it Celine or Selena?
Selena.
Selena.
Yeah, I swear you ask me this every time.
Yeah, I do, man. I don't.
No, I never had Instagram. You guys know me. I was just a Snapchat dude, and then I deleted Facebook or a Meta back in 2017.
I got you. Don't worry about Andre. Yeah, that's why I was thinking about maybe she had banned you from it because you had too many people sliding into those
In
DMs.
the DMs, my DMs
You know
were
what I'm
just,
saying? Your DMs are just too blasting off over there.
Especially being on this show, it just went absolutely.
Yeah.
Everybody
Opposite happened to me. So
Yeah.
All right, let's go back over to the desk and see what's going on up there.
Hey, Sean, at least you didn't get the wrong name this time. So let's talk, let's talk currencies. The US dollar currently DXY trading around the 99.6 level right now, down approximately 0.2% on the day, sliding to a 10-day low, specifically driven by the newly announced US-Iran peace deal. Also, we have the Indian rupee that has risen against the dollar for a second straight session today. 6-week high is where the rupee is at right now. Oil prices plunging following the deal. All this news is surrounding the U.S.-Iran preliminary agreement to end the conflict. The pound also inching higher against the U.S. dollar today after the U.S. and Iranian officials said they reached a preliminary agreement to end the war and to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Don't go anywhere. Stay here. We have Juan coming and giving us the highlight and a wrap up about the Asian market very soon. So don't go anywhere. Stay here. Like, share, and subscribe.
Almost one time.
I want to get back
Asian
in
market
the short.
update. I'm down with that.
Oh, is it one? Oh, yeah, he's getting ready to hop up on the board.
Getting ready to kill it over here.
Katina may enjoy options. You know what they were calling us?
What?
The show.
I like that.
Right? You know what I mean?
This is the show.
Or was that? No, okay, sorry, Ramin. We didn't give Ramin credit. It's the show.
How dare you, Joe?
I like it, man.
Joe, you may be off the show real soon. If
Why?
You don't, because of Ramin.
Oh, yeah. No,
Brendan's gone, so Ramin is the boss
Where'd
now.
Brendo go?
Where did Brendan go? He's probably lying on some beach somewhere. What do you mean, where did Brendan go? I have no idea
you
what
probably went to for gym set
Half the
number
time.
2 at the end of the day. But the show,
Man, these guys with no kids around here. You, Sharif,
dude, I have
Brendan.
I have a fur baby. Stop
Shut
it.
up about
no,
your fur
bro,
babies.
stop it. Man.
I've got a dog. I've got 2 cats. I've got a bunch of fish.
have a lot
I've got
of
3
kids.
humans. I've got a wife.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bro, same. So I think about it. I'm in the same boat.
I don't see no ring.
Brother, listen to me. I'm just trying to live my life, and I have.
Get Celine on the phone. We're going live right now. I'm changing with no Brendan. We're changing this whole show. Call-in show right now.
Who should we get calling in?
Your girl. I want to talk to you.
My dad could get my.
Yeah,
dad
your
on.
dad. My dad.
You want to hear
everything?
a thick Jamaican accent?
Yes, man. I want to tell him how much I appreciate you, and then he's gonna like that. I hope.
Knows nothing. Knows nothing.
What does he think about you working here? Has he seen some highlights?
Brother, he doesn't know anything.
No, he's not about that.
On.
Okay.
No, get my grandma to call in, maybe.
But some of our viewers, but Jesse could call in.
Yes. No.
Forget about family members.
Yeah,
Blicky
exactly.
could call in.
Why don't we do that? Why don't we should get Adam, maybe Adam, James, or Broad, or somebody to call in, and we can get them online, and we'll actually have a serious
I'm trying to create content. Like, I want to go podcast. You and I could do a podcast.
We could, but
right? Light this thing on fire. That's
Yeah.
what we could do, but we need to get the approvals.
with just individuals calling in. You know how they do it?
That's what I'm saying,
The lightning round.
Whatever, man. We just talk about
just get
topics.
on. Yeah, exactly.
Talk about whatever, man. I think it'll be hilarious. But anyways, whatever. Okay, when we are ready, give me. Okay, here we go. What's going on with Robinhood? All right, Joe. I mean, you're in Robinhood. You've been loving Robinhood for a long time. I don't know if you were dip buying into this name, if you're trying to hold on for a while. But for me on Robinhood, we've just made a really great bottom. I know Neil was in there at 80 or something like that, and I think that those were great levels, right? I mean, the only problem is that a lot of traders, and we've talked about this live on the show, so we don't have a problem talking about it again. But there is something about holding on to something for too long. And I mean, if you get long at 80, I mean, it went down to 66. So that's a little bit of a hit there, $14. So now if you're long at 80, you're now over that $14 threshold. So you're just into 1-to-1. I would just say watch out for Robinhood because you have the 200 period moving average. And we've sat here a couple of times and looked at the 200 period and had issues with stocks trying to break above those areas, right? And so, and I'm gonna go to the desk in 1 second, but like there's the 200 period there. The first time it saw it, bounced huge, then we broke it, and we really haven't recovered against that 200 period until basically today. So I think you need to get above, for me anyways, you need to get above 102, 102.50, hold it for a couple days, and then we could start to really get some upside action. And then at that point, man, you're not too far. I mean, it's gonna seem like $50 is far away, but we've just had a move right now in the last week or so of $18. So maybe we do get a higher take here on Robinhood. I like it. I think you're into something there. For me, for a longer term play, look, I still like Robinhood. I think you can have a mix of Robinhood and SoFi, get some new fintech plays into your portfolio, as long as you do have the JP Morgans and the Morgan Stacks. Was that yours that said Morgan Stacks before?
Yeah, Morgan Stacks.
I like that one there. So get some of that in your portfolio as well to offset some of these riskier plays. Even Upstart or Affirm, things like that, I think those names continue to work as well. But shout out to Easy Peasy, man. He threw some nice love in the chat there about being right on this short there. We've almost covered. I'm going to get out at 185 break here. We don't need to be short into the close now. If it breaks some levels, we'll get out 185, 25, 26 is as a maximum out of our position. We have less than 10% left. All right, we teased it before. There we go. Brendan's back right now, so now he can tell me no to a call-in show, and we can go back up to the desk and find out what's going on with the Asian markets.
Yeah, indeed. Let's find out what's happening with the Asian markets, what happened last night, and what we can expect for today. With us to cover that is Juan.
Thank you so much, Adira. So, quick recap of what happened overnight in the Asian markets. Basically, main story is about the relief rally from Iran and US peace deals coming on. Massive risk on sentiment. We saw the cost be up by 5.2%. Even the Nikkei was nearly up by 5%, and also in Taiwan, the TAIEX up by 2.78%. And interesting to note, the Nikkei hit their ceiling of 69,000, which is quite historic as well. All the foreign investors taking advantage of the falling oil prices. So another thing to note about the upcoming open for the Asian markets is basically keep an eye out on Tokyo. They're probably going to hit the 70,000 mark today, and also once oil plunges, of course, everything's going to be moving up to transport, chemical, and airline sector. So keep an eye out on that. And we have also a big print coming out of Bank of Japan tomorrow, which is that of the rate hike. Maybe this easing energy inflation might help. So watch out for any of the media news with regards to Bank of Japan's decision tomorrow.
Yeah, between rates and the market, it seems like Japan or Tokyo are going to be on watch today. Thanks once again to Juan for being here with us.
Good stuff.
The chat's killing me over there.
Chat's,
one in a million, that guy is
one,
back there.
One
so
of
we
one.
want to say one of one, that's for sure. We want to say thanks for that.
There he is. You want to take a look at these imbalances here, or what are we thinking here?
Hey, it's your show, man.
All right. No, yeah, I'm just a passenger, and it's all you.
Passenger, you're driving the bus. Yeah, we can. Well, here, just because it was your idea, you can just. I have it a little bit bigger. Yeah, so there it is.
Sure.
ADS. So this is a halter from the morning, so that's not that. So if we erase that one, you have Halliburton right there. EWY, of course, that is the South Korean ETF, as we see just huge opportunities coming through tonight, right? I mean, this EWY is all about SK Hynix. It's all about Samsung. This is basically what's in this name. So it's going to go hard right now. That's up 7% for an ETF. This is basically the whole South Korean stock exchange. So it's very, very isolated with just a few names. So as Micron's going, as SNDK is going, there goes the EWY. And again, like, you know, to buy some ETFs that you get a little bit of protection with, I like that play there, EWY, as this market is getting juicy one more time. Shout out to Biggie. Okay, here we go. Another one coming through right now. SpaceX. You ever heard of this name, guys? SPCX. It's been a great one. It's really been paying off some debts for me in the last little while there, and including today, as there goes SpaceX, man. We traded it. I've only traded 2 names today, and it was Nvidia long, and that one was, we did pretty good on that. And then the other name that we talked about today was SpaceX. And I've said that we would be trading it today. It's on the sticky note. It's the #1 stock for me today. And there it goes. Did some damage early on that one, and now putting in this damage late. And it's exactly what we did on Friday. We will talk about that just real quick. I just want to show you, this was my day on Friday on SpaceX. So we went long first, then we went short and tweeted it out about our short position. We actually tweeted it out early when we took the short. I don't even know where it is, but anyways, long story short, that's what we're trying to do right now on our good friend SpaceX. And there's the 165 long today. We actually took 170 on the break, and there's me talking a little bit about it. In the lovely Toronto, it was actually a little gray outside there, but you know, we're on Bay Street there, nice buildings as we continue to enjoy what's going to be a great summer, especially with the World Cup being here, man. The energy. What's it like by your place?
You know what? It's not as busy as I thought it was. To be honest with you,
you're okay with what?
But on Friday, it was pretty cool, right? To see all the stands and the concessions in Liberty Village here. Yeah, it was fun, and then they obviously had the fan area just across the street, which is pretty cool. I don't know, your boy Murder Beats was DJ.
Yeah. Oh, good. How's he doing?
He's good, man.
It's been a
Murder
minute.
Beats was there. Last night, closing out the show. All right, we tried one more scalp here. I wanted to grab the top here on SPCX, on SpaceX, at 184.60. Instead, I sold here, and I think that was just a bad idea. So that's enough for me personally. Katina Man's positioned really well on this, $4 away plus. So I'm not going to try to look for any more of a move to the downside. Now, I do have my eyes on PRFX, but I believe that this is just going to be a failed high. What we now have is a lower high being established. Excuse me, in a support level right in that $2 zone. I'm going to avoid this name. Listen, we put on a little bit of size. I didn't come in until later this morning, so I was just like, all right, let's see. We had SpaceX day 2. We had NVDA climb up to $112 today. Katina Man, almost $113. We talked about the supply zones via options chain on this bad boy. We can take a look at that now. I know the ladies behind us went over some of the better performing sectors today, but let's do that once again. You can see the tech sector up 3.76%, so 3 3/4. Industrial sitting in that second spot. So you got 1.7% there. And as for the bottom 3, energy sector to the downside, down 3% here, guys. And the real estate, you're down a little bit less than a whole percentage point, down 0.97%. But what I do want to head over towards is the actual options chain in itself, and see what we have going on there in NVDA. Just due to size, we were looking at 170,000 as we went down to that 220 marker, which I don't believe we're going to head into today, but there was a lot of open interest at that specific level. So we'll keep an eye out on it just in case it is max pain on the week and that the underlying doesn't want to climb anymore. But what we do have is a nice rebound here, 14.5% in SpaceX to the top side, Katina Man. Were you thinking long this name throughout the whole day, or what was your thought process on this one? Because I know a lot of people are worried about the valuation, but when you're running into scenarios and situations where it's just momentum based, all of that is almost thrown out the window. What do you think?
You know, for me on this one, I mean, thanks for asking, but for me on this one, it was more just about just seeing that break. So I almost just thought that we were just, when we were up 20% or something, whatever we were at those highs, we did get a lot of volume up here at the top side, Joe. So I was just sort of thinking, just like into here, right? Big volume spike, then the move came back in. We finally get a big volume spike right there at the top. Volume came back in. We waited for the 50 period moving average to come into, the 50 period. That did not work. Then at that point, I was like, okay, maybe the short is in. And then plus we had some great success riding the short. By the way, my out's right here. If this breaks 180, wait a second, 180, we should be stopping out soon. 185.26, so almost out. There it is, now we're out, so there it goes, man. We will end the trade right there. I do want to So here we go. I want to send this through, and then we're going to go over to Adara. Oops. Nope. I want to send this. There it is. So do you also have a Spanish channel? When I searched, it redirected me to Spanish channel. Yes, we do. We do have a Spanish channel. So here it is right here. Channel. Yes, you didn't learn Spanish over the weekend? See, there we go. See ya. Yeah. So there it is. So we do have this right now. You can click on this if you are interested in Spanish. We've now 5 are watching. Let's go. If you prefer Spanish and you want to see this crazy guy speaking Spanish, you could do that right now. You click. No, I do not speak a lick of Spanish. But here it comes to the downside. You can watch it right now. Spanish coming through right now, so go over there, search it up. Maybe if I can put this link in the description, you guys can go check it out right there. But yeah, Spanish, and just trying to reach a few more, right? Our station's qualified to be able to do that, so we want to say shout out to everybody interested in Spanish. Joe Wilson, you'll be able to find that out very, very soon.
Don't dox me.
I would say, cuatro cerveza, por favor.
You want that many?
Cuatro?
Yeah.
2 for me, 2 for you.
Hey!
I got you, man. You see what I'm saying over here?
Man,
look at the mood we're in. We're just chilling out right now.
Hey.
We've gotten out. Look, I mean, there's our out on SpaceX. We talked about having less than 10% left of that move. We get stopped out. Now let's wait to see. And we asked the very, very interesting question of when moon SpaceX, and hopefully very soon. Because
Mike Peter Ryder in the chat asking, do people drive cars?
All right, well, we've got something going on in the back. Is he talking to us or himself again? I don't know, but shout out to Mike P. DeRider, always having fun over there. You're the guy that times all these guys out, so you got to figure out what the mentality of some of our guys are.
Mike Peter Ryder has a forever hall pass. It's just more or less Jesse and Blicky that get like 10-second timeouts.
Oh, I like Blicky's speed.
He gets a 10-second.
Shout out to Jesse, man. I mean, the guy put the do-rag on.
He said he's going over to the Spanish chat right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mike Peter Ryder is going to learn Spanish and talk to himself in Spanish. That's hilarious.
That's
yeah, get over there, man. If you do prefer it, let us know. And honestly, the feedback, right? Let us know. If you are a Spanish-speaking individual, let us know about how that's sounding. And we have Fabian, fluent in Spanish.
Fabian. Yeah, where's Fabian today?
Don't worry where he is, but he's you know.
Oh, I'm worried, man. I'm worried.
He's off today, man. Well, can't people take days off?
I seen him. You got to pass it by the man first. I thought I seen him this morning.
I don't know. All right, are we ready to go back to the desk or no? No. Okay.
Right,
that's my new move. Let's go back to the desk. They don't have to worry if it's Sia or Adara. SpaceX
right back at the high of the day, man.
SpaceX, yeah, man. It was stopped
187.34.
What do you want to do about it? Short or long, or leave it alone?
Well, you're out. Are you out of the short? We're all out of the short.
Look at the ball. We're cleaned up, man. We only have 15 minutes until the imbalance is over.
Yeah, I think we might have to play a high of the day break here, my G. What do you think about that one?
SpaceX?
Yeah.
You have to tell me to go long. Okay, what is the high of the day break over here? 189?
Yeah, 180.
Sure. Do you think it's going to come with an imbalance, though?
Yeah.
We had a huge buy imbalance. You know what? I'm going long right now.
Yeah, you may as well.
Yeah, this is how much science I put into this thought.
Yeah.
No, let's just wait. I mean, let's give it a second. The reason why I say that is I do think that there will be an buy imbalance. There was quite a decent one on Friday, but again, hard to look at it. On Friday, we did almost 500 million shares, I believe, of SpaceX. Yeah. Today, we have done 220. So a little bit of actionable there on SpaceX if you're looking for something to do. I think there could be an imbalance coming through very, very soon. These are all based on the broker side. So these are all right now either an Amex. Forget about this NASDAQ one. You can see that that's from 9:30. So that's leftover from the morning. But everything else on New York and on Amex today, NYSE American, for these imbalances. So we'll get that all sorted. In 4 minutes, they'll come out, and then we'll get that whole market total. It's been a good one here today. Neil had to jam out, so we want to thank Joe for filling in here. Again, doing tons of work over here, Joe. So,
I try, man.
Yeah, you're doing a good job, too. All right, it's Sia in behind. Let's go over to her and see what she's up to.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. Okay, Bitcoin is rallying, as we do know it, after the U.S.-Iran breakthrough. Crypto prices following the broader risk-on sentiment. Currently, Bitcoin is trading around the $66,626 region, to be precise. We also have the Philippines that is recently tightened crypto rules, adding regulatory overhang for exchanges as well as token listings. And finally, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has revealed an ambitious target for the blockchain payments company, saying Ripple expects to achieve a $1 billion annualized revenue run rate by the end of this year, excluding any contribution from its XRP holdings on its balance sheet. That's all for your crypto.
All right. There it is, man. There's 189. So, not even that much size there at 189 yet. So we'll wait. Actually, I'm going to just close this out and make sure that we have it right.
Katina, man.
Yeah, I know. I just told you, I'm going to punch long right now on a break of, here, go close that up. We have a couple more minutes until the imbalance. It's a break of 190. I'm going to go long. I don't think we were well off when we said that maybe we should have gone long a couple minutes ago heading into the imbalances, right? And so we'll size down accordingly. And it's just a 190 break. Like, we hit the 180 break there. It came back in. We got longer. That we ran it up to 188. We hit that short. We covered the short at the 200 period moving average. We hit the long earlier today as well down there at 170 break. And then it didn't hold 170, so we got out boo-hoo on that one. And then we just rip higher right now. And there it goes. We just wicked upside. And look at the volume, right? Obviously starting to pick up. That's now about 10 straight minutes of nothing but buy volume coming into SpaceX. So again, I talk about all the time that this market's somewhat rigged. And I just want to make sure that, it's just like, they know that there's a buy imbalance coming. I mean, someone does, right? I would think that someone is either, like, what about if you're the broker putting in that buy imbalance, and then you're just getting long down here because you know that you have a client that wants to buy either a fund or whatever, wants to buy a couple million shares, maybe even at the close. So that spikes it up. So maybe you front running your own orders. I don't know, that seems to be a little dirty to do that, but we'll see what winds up happening here. I do have a bid to go through if we do break 190 on that one. And then it's brethren over here. What about Tesla? 410 looks like a decent level there. That's where your 200 period moving averages and VWAP. As Tesla today up 0.69 and not doing a whole heck of a lot, but today we just wind up taking out that we just wind up taking out that 409 area, I guess, but that's just a 50 period. Now you're starting to slope up. I actually like that little slope up there on that spot. So we'll have to wait to see if that means anything, but for now, I don't mind that kind of a look on Tesla, trying to finally get going here. 50 period sloping up, and we just took it. So as there's more and more talk of the potential merger, I don't even know what that looks like to put all those SpaceX shares into Tesla or vice versa. I'm not even sure if that's a bullish scenario for SpaceX or Tesla or not. So I have to wrap my head around that, and when we do, we'll let you know what our eventual opinion is. But now we are now just moments away from seeing what's happening. We may get punched in. If it fails at 190, I'm out for $1. I'm not holding it too far past that. We will stop out at 189. We don't want to give back, like I said, man, last trade of the day. Let's not be too silly with it. Here we go, SpaceX, ready for it to pop through here with only 5 seconds left.
Exactly.
I'm just getting my stop order ready to go right now in case we do get long.
Let's see what we got going on here, guys. We've been in this from 189 roughly.
So it looks like,
and a nice
I don't even see SpaceX. Oh, there it is, a buy of 1.5 million. So definitely not the huge buy that maybe we thought we could see there on SpaceX. And again, it's going to be a lot of notional money there, but 1.5 million, I'll highlight it for you. That's not that much on the buy side, considering we've done 220 million shares. I'm going to cancel my buy through 190 now and just let this all settle out. There's Nvidia probably getting clubbed a bit. Yeah, 212 down to 211 as that was a sell. Apple with a sell. You seeing the movement here to the downside? Apple just lost 70 cents. And these are little things that you can really take advantage of if you're an options trader, I feel like, because right now you're getting a little bit of a bump down for absolutely no reason. So like you just got from 246.50 down to 245.80. Like these are the things as we sit here and trade live every day. These are things that I'm thinking about. If I was trading options, I would wait until the last couple seconds of the day and play off of some of these ill-fitted imbalances. Like Microsoft was having a great day up to $400.50. It just dropped down $1 right there. For reasons that could pair off and just rip right back up to the upside. So there it is, and there's the imbalances. Wow, okay, Adara, $3 billion to sell. it's kind of crazy on the overall market. So we'll see if there is a little bit of a pullback coming in. As you can see, there is. So nice move on the market right there with a little bit of an imbalance to end the day.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We just grabbed about 50 cents.
It's going to break
here.
190.
So, yeah, let's see if it heads into that area. It feels like it at this point, Sean, but I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. We don't want to count our blessings before they actually come, or I mean, count the cash before it's actually in the pocket. So, I mean, other than that, guys, let's see if we can get this break through that 190 marker. That's where I'll be looking to take it off. We're coming in pretty aggressive. Or I shouldn't say aggressive at all, but we are starting to pull back and struggling to punch through that level. We'll hold on to it for as long as we can, but we had a bounce right off of the volume-weighted average price on NVDA. You climb right down to 210.98, and then now you're back up to 211.81. Okay, off of that sell and bounce. There it is, 89.40s.
Nice trade.
There we go. There we go.
Go.
We're looking for that 189.
Got a dollar.
We're waiting for that 190.
Got a note for you,
here.
Joe. Over
Yeah,
there.
hopefully this show is freaking awesome, says Mr. Ducats. Hey, man, we're just trying to
Here
have
comes
some
Joe.
fun and
Big size at 190.
trade at the exact same time. Yeah, let's see, man. Big size at 190.
I'm going
You see it
long.
on the tape. You're going for the 190 break.
Yep.
Let's see, a couple of pennies now, Katina, man. Guess what? The 6th largest company on the planet right now, that is SpaceX, ladies and gentlemen.
Watch out for 5th tomorrow.
Yep. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, right? Like 2.4 trillion here today. In front of it is Amazon and Microsoft. I mentioned that it's going to be in the top 4 or 5 within the opening week and the following week. So some big time stuff. We're at 99s now, Katina, man. We're at 99s. Can we break it? It's not looking.
Yes,
there
man,
it goes. What
right
a
there. I didn't even get filled.
What a punch, my boy.
Yeah, I didn't get it. Did you get more?
Just like that, man. No, I didn't take any more. But a massive breakthrough. We were going long 189. It punches a little bit higher. So another move off of that imbalance. Man, oh man, what a beautiful stock. We love it. I'm not going to kick myself because I didn't buy any on that opening print. I'm going to be patient and wait to get it. $150, $135 is my range. So let's rock and roll on these bad boys.
Yeah, I hope we get an opportunity to get more there. I was lucky enough to grab some on
in your personal account.
Yeah,
you grabbed some.
Yeah, I grabbed some 170s.
Oh, that's
and I grabbed it
good.
Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, I said it on the show because I actually, and again, you know,
I was thinking about doing the same thing.
I just kind of predicted. I came in this morning and I said, I really think SpaceX is going to moon for the next couple days.
Same.
You know, so, you know, who knows for how long. I mean, there's the breakout. I took a little bit there at 190 when it broke through there. We got filled on the way back down, but I'm only holding this $1. It only went to 191. So if we get stopped out again, that was quick. So there's a quick stop out on that one, in and out there. And we talked about the risk that you take whenever you're sitting here trying to wait for, you know, some kind of an imbalance to hit. That's always the risky thing there. So there goes SpaceX back up through 190 now. You want to try it again? Let's try one more time there. We'll give it one more shot to see if it does want to break back down below. We'll give it a go here at 190 flat this time. See if we do want to retest some of those highs. Let's get something out at 50s. There it goes. And then we'll start to see if we can get some more out up near 190. Okay, there it goes. See, Joe? This is the thing I'm talking about. Sometimes you got to have a little bit of, you know, make sure you get stopped out when it's there, but at the same time, if you do like the trade, I don't want to say you always get back in, because some of my biggest losers have been more on like the stubborn side of it, where you say, oh, that's not working, so I'm buying. It's like right now, I don't want to just get mad at this thing because it just false broke again. We did take some out there at 190.70s or whatever it was, so we do have that dollar stop still in, and if it breaks lower, then we can get out quite easily right now on SpaceX with our stop order that's already in. And there's a break higher for it now, breaking back through 190 again. And yeah, I'm sitting at 190.60s to see if we can get a fill on SpaceX.
Nice, man. Good look there. As we climb in market cap too, we had that nice little scalp, guys, from 189. You've seen that up into 191. So a nice little $2 move, excuse me, off of the imbalances. And then we have NVDA heading right back towards the high of the day here, guys.
Oh, is it?
Bitcoin, nice. Yeah, we're not too far, 212.17. I believe by the end of the week, we're going to head into that 215 area. We like that. We're looking to buy a little bit more. There's SpaceX new high of the day. Man, oh man, what a big time move on these bad boys. Now, Meta put in a session as well, up 5% on the day, but in the latter half of the session, 12 o'clock from that noon hour, never got that second leg continuation on META. I'm forever long this. Katina Man still long from 190.05. He's going to catch $1 here momentarily as the tape is really starting to pick up its speed. I just watched 191's print there, Sharif, 191.05. 105 somewhere along those lines. See if you can catch a fill and hit the dollar club. There it is, 97, 98. Ooh, coming back in a little bit here. But as we start to pick up a little momentum, I wouldn't be surprised if we head up into 192 potentially.
Ooh,
oh, we don't got that much time
failed.
here left in the day. Yeah, it did break.
We have
down
lots
a
of
little
time, man.
bit.
It's going to close at 195. I mean, when you asked me about
4
two,
minutes?
you remember you said, can we get 200 by the end of the week?
Yeah.
I said tomorrow. And then
Yeah,
I
that's
said it was
fair.
going to close at 195. So let's wait to see what winds up happening right here. We just
Oh,
need...
brother, there's zero chance it closes at 195.
Why?
Like as in 4 minutes from now.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Okay,
look,
okay.
dude, in the last 4 minutes, we went from 186. This was at 1543. And then by the time it was right there, 1547, it was what, 188. So right there, that was $3 right there as the imbalance.
I should learn my lesson though, because I said to Neil, yeah, watch out. The day he ate pineapple pizza, I said never say never, and then he said never, and then he ended up eating pineapple pizza.
I don't know where things going to close, but I was going to say like a little bit of a bump up to 195. It's definitely available, and the reason why is that I just don't think there's that many people sitting on the offer right now. And I know it's coming back in. There are people taking profits, but if this offer lifts, this thing could just.
No, I mean,
there's 191.
I think I do believe that 195 can.
I'm at 191.40 right now. Bang! There it is.
There it is. 192 coming here at Katirman and Michael 195.
No, you said it's impossible, so don't worry.
I
You literally did.
I did.
You did.
There's
You
zero
did.
chance, yeah.
So here we go. Hopefully you're wrong, but I mean,
why would I want to be wrong on this? I want to see
know.
this thing at 195 bucks.
Same.
Because you're long 172, so that's 20.
Yeah, and we're long 190 right here on the show,
There it
my
is,
guy.
192, my boy.
No, it's not possible,
time's
Joe. Not
ticking.
possible, Joe.
120 seconds left in the session. If it hits 193, it's a wrap.
Let's go. We're on one. We're on one. Easy peasy.
Show. Let's see what we got going on.
We're on one right now. Yeah, it's been a good one here. Look, I'm dumping out of this. I mean, that's another one.
Why,
There's
man?
another $2.
Oh, you're still holding
I'm actually
some.
in this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're having a lot of fun on the show, but we are trying. There's 193.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, Joe.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, Joe. This was just at 190 and it wasn't possible.
Uh-oh.
Now we're up $3. Okay, I'm going to put an offer right now at 195 clean. All right? So that if we get that, then we're out. I'm at 194 right now, and I'm at 195.
I have 90 seconds.
So let's just wait to see. I mean, that's all I need here.
Yeah,
let's see if we can get going back up there to the upside. As you can see, Joe and I having a lot of fun. We'll be back with Neil tomorrow morning, as far as I know. He'll be back into town. He just had to run and handle some business. We're coming in back up. There's one. Come on, let's go, man. I'm at 194.
I'm not hating.
A 193.
Uh-oh.
A 193 break.
It's going to be the longest. This is like plank. When you hit the plank, it's the longest minute and a half of your life.
Yes,
there it is, 193. Man, oh man, if it hits us, that's going to be absolutely crazy.
I think we've taken a lot of dollars out of this.
Yeah.
We just need to break, like, it needs to go through this 1 penny and shoot right to 190. It needs to shoot the moon. Just pull back a little bit there. We can see if there is anything on the imbalances. We're just having a good time here. Whether or not it closes at 195 or not doesn't really matter.
That was crazy.
There it is, iBit, Intel. There's no SpaceX anymore on here, so I don't know what moons this thing. But we're sitting there at 195. Maybe that imbalance runs all the way to 195 and we do get that print rate at 4 o'clock. But I'm sitting there right now. There's going to be liquidity after hours, so I'm not going to stress
Yeah,
out.
195 in the post market.
I only have 10% left on this trade, by the way.
Right, my boy. Did you mock that?
No.
Why?
But I'm sitting there at 195. I'm going to see what happens. If it prints me, it prints me. If not, we'll get out. For me, it's small peanuts.
Yeah,
right here. This close is brought to you by VinFast. We want to thank VinFast
there we go.
for, again, make sure you hit that QR code right there, as Joe will win this one, as it does not get to 195.
It was more or less a reverse psychology.
I'm not even sure where the mock went off there. I mean, my best out on the upside there was, we're right into these areas, right? So that was 192, 193.30 or so on the upside. We can get out of a piece right now. It doesn't look like we'll moon that much here into the close. There we go. We'll offer those 20s. We'll sit there and see if we can get it. But yeah, so far so good here. It's been a great day. Thanks, Joe, for filling in.
Of course.
Thanks for Sia in the background. Thanks to Adara and everybody back there for having a lot of fun with us one more time here today.
Where are you going? I'm only messing with you because you're.
Sia's out of here.
Yeah. I was like, where are you going? Yeah.
Yeah, we have. I got to miss. My daughter's going to do hockey tonight. I got baseball to coach, so we're on the diamond today, 8 to 10 o'clock.
Okay.
So that should be pretty fun. It's the High Park Red Sox versus the High Park Pirates.
The Pirates.
So we'll see.
You guys are the Red Sox. So.
Yeah. We're in second or third place.
Okay.
The Pirates, I think, are fourth or fifth or something. So it'll be a good battle today.
That's good, man.
But no Gia. She's going to choose hockey today. She hasn't worked out much with her Mississauga team. So that's
the new team, right?
Yeah, that's going to come tonight. So she's going to go over there. And she's in another tournament this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, her girls' team is in a co-ed tournament. So we'll be facing a bunch of boys this week.
Dude, you could leave. Yeah, I was only messing with you. Now you stay. All right, now you're staying because, I mean, Sean and I can ramble on for another half an hour. So no, but we're not going to do that. No, but in all seriousness, guys, we're going to wait for the options chain to open up tomorrow here with SpaceX, and then we're going to do something special. Maybe we'll come up with some activity, and we'll put it on the big board for you guys, just like we do in the morning sessions, and see what's going on there. So looking forward to having a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys were trading SpaceX either long or short and have the ability to make some money. It doesn't matter. A nice rebound in the market. NVDA back up to a high of around $213 almost there, guys. And Meta putting in a 5% day. We had JPM with a high of around $325. We like that. And then Robinhood also breaching the $100 marker. So we like all of those names. We are involved with them, my friend.
Thank you, Jesse. Jesse's loving the show. So, yeah, it's always a pleasure to be here with Joe. So, thank you so much. We'll be here tomorrow. Thanks. There's Adara. There's Sia. They're saying goodbye, and we're saying goodbye as well. Join us tomorrow at 8 a.m. Thank you to Ramin. Thank you to Tiffany. Thank you to Andre, Juan, Brendan, Sia, Adara, everybody in the background, Sharif, and more, and Michael, too, and Randy, and everybody that's helped us, man.
Dude,
and especially,
I wish we could get you know what? I vote to keep the plants in here. Like this thing.
I love the plants.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It gives more of a tropical vibe in here.
I love the plant.
I love those plants. So.
By the way, here goes 194 right now on SpaceX. Is it just
I know.
climbing, man? And I really think we open up tomorrow north of 200. So
welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Always a pleasure to be with Joe.
Yeah.
You're filling in for me on Wednesday, so Neil and I tomorrow. You're in for me on Wednesday, and we will see everybody right here tomorrow at 8 a.m. Whether or not you're on the English channel or the Spanish one, we shall see you tomorrow. Ciao.